Yo, 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 what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Nate the Great coming at you with another live. You already know if you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. To all the returning friends and family, I already know it's peace and blessings. Give y'all some time to tune in case these notifications ain't go out. See some of y'all in here already. Lady Shay, what's going on, baby? Christy, what's going on, baby? Danielle, what's going on, baby? First things first, hopefully everybody having a blessed and productive Taco Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. Hopefully everybody was smoothly able to get through the work day. Hopefully your kids was able to smoothly get through the school day. And yeah, hopefully most of y'all enjoyed your weekends as well, especially those coming back in. Yeah. And we almost to the weekend, even though we ain't there yet, but like guys, we'll be there. Appreciate everybody that tuned in yesterday for the conversation. Definitely one that was needed. And if you missed it, you can definitely catch the replay. Tonight, bear with me. I'm gonna tackle a couple things in one notion. Again, value of showing respect to people, especially when you are working in companies where you got to deal with people. You got to show the utmost respect when needed. Cool Gamer, what's going on? Brown Sweet, what's going on, baby? You definitely have to show respect, show poise, and definitely show some restraint when needed. Serious is going on, baby. Let's see taco burritos, taco burritos. But yeah, you got to show the respect. Now, I was watching something that just clearly it was pointless because you'll have people that say that this person was in the wrong, but technically he's not in the wrong. Um, a truck driver sole purpose is just do that. Drive the truck. Make sure that the truck is safe. Make sure that your product is getting to its destination and drive that truck back to its base. Truck driver duty as is. Truck driver hands you that good old paperwork. You're supposed to process the paperwork and get your unloading or your docking crew to unload the stuff. There should be no reason why you're upset because the truck driver wouldn't unload nothing. First of all, that's not his job. And just because somebody else might have done something, that doesn't necessarily mean the next driver is going to do that. Most of these drivers are going to go by their protocol. So again, have some respect. The fact that you called him a bastard only because he basically recorded you. Like, look, this is the type of disrespect that people got to take up with. Silverback, what's going on? This is the type of disrespect people got to take up with. Called him a bastard and everything else. Okay. Still didn't negate the fact that he wasn't wrong. Again, that's not his job to unload anything. Because God forbid if he gets hurt, who gonna be liable for his injuries? Who gonna be liable? Who gonna be liable to pay his medical bills? First thing his company is gonna ask him is why would he even do that in the first place? So again, you need to know your positions when you on these jobs and know what these people's positions are. Again, he handed you the paperwork. You were supposed to process it and then let the crew know that this is what it is. And again, there's some people who, again, they bring their attitudes to work. So I don't blame when some people decide to start recording. See if you're gonna record on that notion right there. You know there's certain things going on. Yes, you are supposed to record it because again, you're supposed to be bringing awareness to something. Now, to be honest, if it would have been continuous disrespect, who knows if that driver would have want to even deliver anything to you no more. Or let's say if that driver got a report with the company where they decide they don't want to do certain things with you know. Now your company got to find another truck company, right? Who got time to be going through all of that? Again, if you are a receptionist or whatever in these trucking districts or whatever, have some respect. See, if the problem, like I said before, respect is going out the door. In all aspects of life, it's like, forget the respect. Nah, it should never be that way. My fault. I think somebody trying to be stupid. Okay, never mind. I had to be sure that was my coworker. Yeah, I know I'm at work as always, so I got to be multitasking to some degree. But nonetheless, again, you know, the aspect of respect is crazy. It's crazy to some because, again, y'all think respect don't go a long way. Trust me, it does. You being, you know, outrageously disrespectful to people. And guess what? You don't know if these people might end up coming into some sort of fruition coming through to save you from something. Or they could back you up on something. Or these could be the people that, again, at some point might be signing your check, depending. Word, what's going on, my guy? You gotta have that. You blatantly disrespecting people, and guess what? These people might end up definitely saving you in the long run. Now, prime example, you just called this man all sorts of bastards and everything else. Who's to say at some point if that man don't come across you again and it could be a situation where you might need some assistance? He might probably be the only one to help you out if he decides to help you out. So again, you got to remember that you can't do certain things to people. You can't talk to people any old type of ways, and thinking at some point they're gonna be able to help you when you need help. And sometimes that word gets around quick. You know, that's like you working in a company and you the only person that seems to always have some sort of issue with everybody. It might not be the people. It might be you. It might be time for you to actually change your line of work if it's starting to get that way. The worst thing is having people that is hard to work with. Because when you're trying to work smarter, those would be the people that make you work harder. And again, this is the problem with lack of respect. Prime example: should I curse out my person? Should I curse out my employer knowing that he signs my checks? No. Now, if I got a problem, I could come to him about something. That's a difference. I could come to them, but it's still again how you come at them. Come at them with the respect level like they coming at you with. Hey, you can get some things done even if there is disagreements. Doesn't always got to come to the verbal disrespect or even the physical disrespect. Again, know your positions in life. And there's some of you who think that giving respect it makes you less than or it makes no. It just shows that look, you got humbleness, you got stability. Look, you got a little bit of everything. It's also showing that look, you just believe in good faith and good things. You gotta be disrespectful with you or anything to prove a point or get anything across. That's just like if we come together and we trying to put together a business plan about something, Even if we both disagree with certain points, all right, well, we'll put those to the side. What other ideas you got? Or let's take a break real quick and let's refresh things. That is another way sometimes you keep certain cooler heads to prevail. Sometimes you gotta take a break from things. If you're already working hard enough as it is, take that little mental break when you need it. Take that time to refresh, re-energize, and do what's needed. And if you couldn't depend on, or if you couldn't, debate or agree on something for the night, hey, come back at it tomorrow. Should be no disrespect. It shouldn't be, oh, this mother must be done. Oh, I'm tired of working with. Nah, you look here. If y'all coming together, work together. And again, have some respect for each other. There's some of you who will disrespect damn near everybody. But then you get mad when people don't intervene or they don't help you out with certain situations. If you just cursed me all out of my name, do you really expect me, or forget just curse me out of my name and just try to disrespect my character? If you've done something to me the way I already felt the type of way about you, you really think I'm going to help you? No, just not. And that's not pettiness. No, that's just you reap what you sow. Popcorn, what's going on, my guy? You already know if y'all just tuned in at the like button. See, respect goes a long way in all angles and all ages and stages of life. Whether you want to take that into consideration or not. Now, there's some of you who are still hanging with certain people, and these people have disrespected you on the highest of notes right there, right? At some point, when do you realize that those people are never going to respect you if you don't stand your ground? That would be like me letting somebody slap me up and I don't stand up on that. Or that's like me going around the same people if I know these people done had something to do with, let's say, prime example, some sort of, not even a demise, some sort of situation that never had occurred to me or shouldn't have to worry about. You think I'm going to hang around those people knowing they 9 out of 10 set me up? Nope. Far away from them as possible. I'm saying that to say this because I watched something that just didn't make sense. Now, I done watched the video where all these young boys is taking a picture or they taking a group photo. All of them got guns. The one with the biggest gun is the one that got robbed. Now, how do you get robbed by people you supposed to be ganging with? You got one putting a gun to his back and the other one literally just holding the gun off him. But these are supposed to be your ride or dies. These are supposed to be your peoples, right? Nah, they don't respect you. And this is my thing with some of y'all. Your day ones are always going to be your day ones if you have actual ones. So that means they ain't even going to allow that to happen. But even still, it's just a prime example of what we have to a degree, at least when it comes to the street activity, that there is no honor amongst thieves. I want some of y'all young ones to understand that too. There is no honor amongst thieves. Those same people you out there robbing with and doing whatever with, at some point going to rob you. Marlene, what's going on, baby? But some of y'all really need to think about that for real. If they're not respecting you on any level, you don't need to be around them. Because again, they will be your downfall. And not much, Marlene. Trying to see why this helicopter flying over us now. Come on now. Got my trailer vibrating helicopter. Go on about your business. Go on about your business. Go on get it. My bad, y'all. But yeah, you don't do that. There's some of you who will still go back and hang with people. And, you're trying to be accepted. That ain't a good look at all. Appreciate you for dropping those links, serious baby. It's not a good look at all. Because at what point are you going to get tired of just being tired? That's just like if you with a group of people, they supposed to be your friends, but every other day they picking on you for something. They constantly picking at you. They trying to embarrass you, especially around different people. Those are not the people you need to be around. You need to disassociate yourself from them and find people who actually have your best interest, but also have a common ground with you. There's some of y'all again who really sit back and allow it. You'll sit back and definitely say, "Oh, well, they was just joking. It ain't nothing." No, 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 no. Once the disrespect starts getting real, that's not playing no more. Now that's seriously a problem. Prime example, you around people that want to be with your mother jokes, prime example, but your moms might not be here. Person got to respect that. If a person don't respect that you're not down for those specific jokes or whatever, get away from them. James, what's going on, my guy? This is the problem right now, for real. Nobody has respect, even down to that small core level. I can't call myself a friend of yours if I'm disrespecting anything you saying. If I'm disrespecting anything you doing, I'm definitely just trying to bring you down to the lowest level. Again, a lot of y'all are gonna have to start really reevaluating and looking at who's who. Yes, even when you get into a golden age, you still need to be area of who's who. Not everybody gonna be for you. Mitch, what's going on, baby? Again, you don't allow nobody to disrespect you in any way, shape, or form. There's some people who will show reserve because that inner beast or that angry part of them, angry part of them is sleeping. There's some people who do have restraint. They can turn the other cheek to a degree, but then there are gonna be some who they gonna press their luck, and then they will see that some of these people again, they ain't who you think they are. They already been through enough struggle as it is. They already been through enough pain and enough whatever. So if you're thinking that the smallest thing like that is gonna affect them in any way, shape, or form, now they know how to deal with people like you. Man, what's going on, my guy? Like I said, if these people are embarrassing you left and right, picking on you left and right, again, you know who's joking and who's not joking. See, like prime example, if you with a group of people and you happening to mingle with a whole entirely different group of people, it's just some things you don't bring out, some things you don't say. You know, like I said, yes, everybody in life has some sort of embarrassing story. But if it's a story where you know for a fact the person ain't going to feel comfortable at all about it, no matter what they did, respect that. Prime example, if somebody had an accident on themselves, right? Would you sit there and bring that up in conversation all the time, especially amongst new people, or would you just leave that be? There's some people who got too much loose lips that they'll even let that slip out. I've seen some fights occur because of that. Like, yo, why you keep bringing up that same old, or why you keep bringing up something I had already told you not to bring up? And again, that goes to show you when somebody really don't respect nothing. And once it gets that way, You either gonna hash it out with them or you gonna keep it moving. But if you keep it moving, you know not to even bring yourself back there. I always believe when people try to do the simplest things to try to embarrass you or make you look less than, again, they compensating for being less than themselves. It's my view and opinion on it. Because if they actually valued you, they will be uplifting you and they will respect the certain wishes that you ask. You know, we got to learn to really come back to that form of respect. It's like you got people that don't respect when you're doing something grand and you keeping something on the right pace. You're gonna have that as well too. Again, those people ain't gonna be for you because if they can't see the potential growth, if they don't want to see a potential growth, you don't need to be around it. Period. What the hell is that? My bad. Okay, never mind. Project Rag as always. Yeah, yeah. I seen something moving. Just wasn't sure what, y'all. But yeah, you need to really take a look and evaluation into what it is. Again, how much disrespect am I supposed to take before I actually move away or before I actually address something that needs to be addressed? That is a deep question, right? But again, you should never have to question yourself. Should never have to really question the true intentions of the people that are around you. Now, again, prime example. That situation with that boy getting robbed at gunpoint for his gun, excuse me for saying it this way, that's going to cause the only type of domino effect right there that we're going to get another story of one life ruined, everybody else's is ruined, or more than one life ruined over a simple action. Like prime example, you taking something from somebody at gunpoint. It doesn't matter if they in the streets or not. At some point, you gonna get what's coming to you. Universal law of karma. You know, like prime example. I'm gonna use this as another good example to a degree. Now, some of y'all remember when Pop Smoke, may he rest in peace. Remember, he not so much as became a sensation because of what happened to him. Now, yeah, I remember when he was younger and they was playing that game and they was talking about Chappelle and slapping people or punching people and doing stuff like that, right? Now, you see how that karma came back to that dude that slapped him more than once? That dude got caught not even a year or two later in a gas station. Where was your mans in the at? See, there's some of y'all that do things because you feel you with your group that it solidifies you as being tough. You're doing something only because you think your homeboy is gonna always have your back. But when you do something to somebody, especially somebody that could be humble, somebody that's just not gonna let it go, guess what? You'll meet your karma at some point. Tanya, what's going on, baby? Lady Shay, I see you back in here, baby. Now see, look what happened. A couple years later, got that revenge back. And he wailed on that. He wailed on that dude inside that gas station. He even took it outside. Yeah, you can't do certain things to people. Like you can't just open hand slap another grown man or slap a child or even a teen and think something ain't gonna happen at some point. Again, universal law of karma. It'll come back. And sure enough, The boy got his butt whooped. How Pac said it, you ain't shit without your homeboys. Excuse me for saying it that way. There's some of y'all who really ain't what it's cracked up to be if you're not around your people. So why initiate something if you either A, gotta worry about looking over your shoulder, or why do something thinking that nothing's gonna happen when at some point it can happen to you? Now I hear you, bro. Sweet. This is the thing, though. I'll be honest with you. There are a lot of people right now that, again, like I said, y'all want so much acceptance. Y'all willing to do whatever just to be a part of something. But if I gotta belittle myself, if I gotta make myself feel less than, nah, that ain't the move right there. That's definitely not getting nowhere. Commander baby, moo moo. Like prime example, that was a real lesson of karma. You trying to be with your boys, you recording, you doing everything in particular, and you disrespecting somebody. What did you expect to happen for real? Like, what did you really expect to happen? You expected not to get some sort of vengeance plagued on you? Nah. It comes and it comes when you least expect it. Again, watch what you're doing and be careful of the actions that you are making when it comes to interactions with people. Some people will take it calm, some people ain't gonna take it calm. Jewel, what's going on, baby? And it is tragic because you gotta look at it. Look how many people have done that, caused some sort of physical pain or harm to somebody, and had to bear the burden behind it. That's just like you slapping somebody's child right now in this present day and age. Depending on the situation, you might not be slapping nobody no time soon, or you're gonna definitely have a consequence. Because if you have actual people, prime example, not just the parents that ain't for that, guess what? That is the problem. Platty, what's going on, baby? But this is what I'm saying now. There's no way you could tell me that that's the best possible option for you to be done. Trying to embarrass or disrespect somebody, especially in public, when you know for a fact it's not going to end well for you. Again, think before you do. That's just like you spitting in somebody's face, literally spitting in somebody's face, right? You think it ain't gonna happen to you at some point, or you spit in somebody's face, and now that person lashes out at you or tries to do the most harm to you, right? Who fault is that essentially? That's your fault again for even doing that. First of all, in certain cases, you spit on somebody, that's an assault right there, because we don't know what the hell you got, and I'm not going to risk myself getting sick or anything else because you want to be nasty. Again, that is the problem. Respect. Like I said, me and you might not agree on something, but that don't mean we gotta curse each other out. Don't mean we gotta violate each other or even get to a physical confrontation. There's times I had heated arguments with some of my people. We ain't never get past just that. We always let cooler heads prevail, especially again the sandbox crew. We ain't letting nothing get in between us, especially no debate. So bad, y'all. Again, some people will definitely lose their marbles when you disrespect them to the fullest. Prime example: if somebody is already tucking it up, how long you think it's going to be before they snap on it? That would be like again, essentially you abusing whatever little power you think you might have, and you really don't have power over somebody. If you got a strong-willed person that knows what's what, you ain't got that much control because they gonna be just who they are. The problem is again, people don't respect people's personal spaces. They don't respect anything that they're doing, especially if there's things that's gonna be blossoming, blossoming for them. Come on now, you gotta have that much hate and disdain for somebody because they might be doing something a little better than you, or they might be doing something that you can't do at the moment. Come on now. If that's the case, find something you need to find and do it. Again, people are always giving blueprints one way or another. There's some people who are going to show you a blueprint on, again, how to make something happen without having to destroy your people's foot. Anita, what's going on, baby? Hope all well with you, baby. See, you got to learn to respect people's personal decisions in life too. The hell is this? I swear people do the dumbest shit in the nighttime. I'm bad, y'all. You want to shoot a music video. My scalp hurt with people, y'all. My bad. Should have rained tonight. But nonetheless, though, again, you know, you gotta remember this. If you got good friends, you respect their wishes, you respect what they're saying. And if they bring in possible options, or if they trying to bring some sort of possible option again, respect it. Especially if it's for they building their growth. Realist McCoy, what's going on, my guy? But this is a problem though. You know, if somebody is telling you something that's truth right there, they telling you something they feel, why not respect it? For example, if somebody is telling you this is what they dream, this is what they envision to do, as a friend, you're supposed to respect it. Now, there's things you're gonna have to tell your friends that your friends probably might not want to hear, but again, you're solely looking out not just for yourself, you're looking out for them when you are doing what you need to do. Really want to do a music video this time of the evening. My bad, y'all. Another thing about respect, about it going on all aspects, forget just friendship, talk about relationships. Respect is definitely one of the key things that's supposed to be held throughout anything, relationship, marriage. There's some of you men and women out there not respecting your partners. You might not think is not respecting them. You might not think it's disrespect, but it could be. You never know. See, respect at all levels, you gotta have conversations. Even when the conversations again are uncomfortable, it's for the betterment that you have. I don't know, I ain't playing no damn guitar. Do I look like a guitar player? Look serious. Let me tell you, go sit in the corner, damn it. No, I ain't playing no. Like they trying to shoot a little bullshit music video. But I ain't mad at you. Hey, do what you do. If that's your inspiration in life, that's what gives you peace and joy. You do what you do. Again, people gotta respect things when they need to be respected. If I feel my prime example, if I feel my notion was to try to get into politics or do certain shit like that, right? If I'm focused and determined on doing so, can't nobody knock me down from that. Only person that can knock me down is myself. I would have to literally give up on myself for me to not do something right. And that's the problem. I can tell you, listen, I dream this, I vision this. Oh, you ain't going. Oh, you just over here, man. Stop dreaming. You can't tell somebody to stop dreaming. You can't tell somebody to stop thinking. You can't even tell somebody to think realistic because there are people who really are thinking realistic. If that's something that they want to do, that's something they interested in getting into, who are you to stop that? Prime example, you say you might want to travel around the world. Look here. The most I can tell you is be safe wherever you travel. And if you travel somewhere or get to a destination where you feel that's where you're going to stay at, hey, more peace and blessings to you. There are some people who have blocked their own blessings because they're trying to make people happy all the time. You can't do that. Like, who am I to stop you from trying to live your life and build? I'm supposed to have respect. And even I'm supposed to have that common ground and say, well, even if you don't make whatever position you try to make, whatever you decide to do in life, hey, as long as it's on the up and up, I support you. And the one thing, can't force somebody to support you neither. The real ones will definitely do what's necessary when they need to. So you just focus on that. When you lose focus of yourself because you're busy trying to please everybody, that's a big problem. You got to remember, it's a balance in life. Yeah, you could balance and help, and you could do certain things for certain people. Then you got to remember to take care of yourself as well. That's like me going on a shopping spree, grabbing all these clothes off of an aisle out of a store, and then instead of me even trying them on, I just give them out to people. So what am I wearing? You know, even if I felt I'm doing something good, still, it got to be a balance. And that's what a lot of people are lacking right now: respect and balance. Other than that, it's crazy how again you'll try to shatter somebody's high spirits because you got potentially low spirits. If you got low spirits about yourself, you need to find a way to raise them up. Like, I can't get mad at you if you are ascending to the top of the ladder and I'm still sitting at the bottom. I got to get up and do something, right? That should be the mindset for a lot of y'all. Another thing I am going to say, um, there's some people who, regardless to what, they always look up to these quote unquote Hollywood figures and whatever to just solely look out. Look here. Stop focusing and stop worrying about these people and focus on yourselves. You know, half of these people ain't going to do what's necessary for a community. So why not do for your own? Keto, what's going on, baby? You know, again, there are some of y'all who think that these people that made it big and yeah, now they got money, that they always supposed to just look out. Guess what? I could only do but so much in a community. It's up to the community to do certain things. Again, if I know for a fact I done moved on, not forgetting where I came from, but knowing I done moved on, you know, I expect even if I do something for the community, hey, it's up to y'all to finish doing what's necessary. That's just like if I'm drop off a community pot. Look, I just put $1 million in the hood right now. What are the people with the hood and in the hood going to do about it? What are they going to do with the money? 9 out of 10, they're going to worry about their own little selfish ways, and then still look for that person of high stature to come and bail people out. Can't do that. You know, stop depending on these people to be leaders and everything else, and depend on yourselves to be leaders. Depend on yourselves to really start trying to make changes where it's needed. You'll say, oh, a person sold out. Oh, they don't care about their hood. They sold out. You know, some people actually do try to do what's necessary, but then look, we have some who tried, and look what happened. Truth, what's going on, baby? Come on, let's be real. You got people that have come back trying to support local businesses, trying to at least do something for the hood. My bad. You got people who actually did try to come back, support their hood one way or another, even trying to help with business ventures and stuff. And look what happened. Tuck them out. So again, it's a double-edged sword with that. Because guess what? You want to have those who, when they do get high up, financial wise, yes, they will figure out a way to try to implement and bring something back to their community. But then again, who gonna want to take the opportunity and the risk when there's no respect, there's no love, there's no unity? You want people to bring something back, and if these people do bring something back, what are you gonna do to make sure it stays intact? That's a question nobody asks themselves. All right, if this business does come here, we got to make sure that we don't mess it up. It is a respect level at the end of the day. Again, you say that you want things in your neighborhoods and your areas, but you don't respect it when it gets there. You quick to destroy it, you quick to rob it, quick to pillage it. So again, what side of the fight are you really on? See, this is just a service announcement, period. And now this service announcement is for my melanated folks. Again, how do you cry and mope about things not being done? And when they are starting to get done, you find a way to destroy it. So I said, it only takes the right people to do the right thing. And even when the right people are trying to do the right things, you still going to have ignorance because some of these people, again, they don't know what it is to let things grow and prosper and be fruitful. Some of them, not all of them. That's a whole fact series, and that's another thing. Again, I could have a disagreement about you on different things as far as life is concerned, but if we supposed to be coming together to try to give opportunities to those who are trying to change for the better, what should our personal differences have to do with us building what we need to build together? Again, some of y'all solely only focusing on those who have made it up in the ranks somewhere in life. Prime example, some of y'all expect the basketball players to always come back and do this and do that. Some of them will do stuff, especially if they are from that area. You want to have those who try to do the utmost, even if it is just passing out turkeys or doing something along those lines towards the end of the year or even during the holiday season. So that's still something. Got some people who will actually take their time and fund and do certain things. But if it's not being done right, you can't get mad when the person decides to draw it back. No, again, it is a respect factor, whether you want to look at it or not. Because how can I expect somebody to do something if I'm not respecting what they actually are trying to do? It's like they try to say, oh, we need more black owned businesses. Yes, I'm speaking to my melanated folks again. Keep saying, oh, we need this, we need that. And when you got the people who are actually trying to learn the business and trying to bring something, you find a way to destroy it or you want to get over it. How you expect somebody to make something if you keep taking away from the profits? That's essentially like me and somebody else deciding we gonna go half and we gonna get some products and we gonna sell them outside. Now, if I mess up my half of whatever, essentially I'm gonna have to take that loss. If I mess up my half on something, I can't expect my partner to try to generate my half in his half. No, shouldn't be messing up things in the first place. Profit shouldn't be even messed with. I don't care what aspect of life you move in, you got to always remember this. You're going half with somebody on something, can't mess up your half. Because it's either going to be two things. It's going to be an argument behind that, or you slowly just going to mess yourself up. And now what? You going to try to blame the other person for it? No. Now, again, where do we at some point start to have the respect factor for each other? We got a lot of people who own businesses. And the reason why a lot of them don't put it back in their communities is because, again, how am I supposed to be essentially trying to help my people gain opportunity and my people ain't trying to take the opportunity? The only opportunity they taking is trying to scam or get over. I think that is a common problem right now. Again, you want, but you're not respecting what you need to respect, not learning what you need to learn. And then get mad when you get called out on it or you get corrected on it. You can't do that neither. That's just like if I'm an owner of something and I decide to bring at least 3 to 4 businesses in play. Those 3 to 4 businesses, depending on what I'm building and how many employees I'm gonna need, I can still be giving out opportunity some way, somehow. But then if you start messing shit up, eventually the workers gonna want to quit. Like come on. Again, it's about respect. See, the things that we need to really boycott, the things that we really need to stop funding, we keep funding. Prime example, there's some of you women out there who will still fund these nail salons and stuff owned by them Asians, knowing that you know how they feel about us to some degree. And again, I ain't causing no misconfusion or nothing. I'm just telling it like it is because I've seen this for myself. Seen this for myself. I understood half of what that lady was saying one day when these people was leaving out of her establishment. And I just shook my head at her like, yo, you sad. And like I had to tell these people too. If I was you, I'd find somewhere else to go get your hair and nails done. See, if I didn't care, I wouldn't have said nothing. But again, it's a fact. Can't say that brothers don't try to look out for their sisters or brothers don't try to look out. That's what I'm saying. You know, some of y'all think that people are laughing and smiling in your face that they respect you. Some of them don't. A lot of them laughing and plotting or trying to plot. So again, you need to be careful what you don't. And again, if you're going to establish certain things in your communities, whether you are high up or not, you better make sure you got the right protection, number one, and the right people for the job. Nah, it's a whole fact, serious. Like I said, whether you a small business or a big business, if you plan on doing something, again, the people in your area got to be able to respect what's going on. If I say I'm opening up 4 new businesses and 2 of those businesses are definitely big enough to definitely hire more than 200 people, 300 people, you think I ain't going to be sitting there giving out the word? Yo, listen, y'all want an opportunity to work, y'all want an opportunity to grow, learn, and even expand. Yo, this is what it is. Got to put the word out there too. But when you put the word out there again, let the people know what it is. Look, trying to be fair as possible. Some things I'm not going to be able to take off the fly right now. Got to respect that. Now, if it's something light, like, all right, you know what? It's just this. You know, it is what it is. You know, then do it. Prime example, if I open up a clothing store, whether it's for big and tall people or whatever, doesn't matter. If I open up a business and I know for a fact I've had loyal customers coming in here, let's say if I've been open for the last month or two and I got all the top tier customers and everybody else that love what's going on, at some point I am going to do deals for those people. That's just like if I know I got a hard paying customer all the time. If it's a time they might be a little bit short, all right, look, it is what it is. Or here, it's the discount. You know, some people be wanting discounts off the rip. Yo, man, I only got this. Well, come back with the rest of this, and we can talk. It's not just the government. Serious. They blaming everybody. They blaming their own people for the lack of success. They blaming people around them. Again, you got to blame yourself. Because if you're not giving yourself space and again opportunity to try to grow and do something, who are you really dropping the ball on? You drop the ball on yourself. And that's where people have to learn again to start taking accountability and responsibility for what's going on. I would say prime example. You know, I don't like doing entertainment news like that. But you know, we've seen some situations with this dude Shannon Sharp, prime example. Now, what some people would say it's sad that it's his own people going against him. Not everybody's going against him. Some people are just trying to give him fair advice about how to move a certain way, especially when you're doing the things you're doing. Prime example, if I'm an interviewer, I'm a host of a show and stuff like that, I can't go off on my guests. And I definitely can't go off on people because they got their views and opinions about my show. What am I going to try to run down on everybody and shoot the fade? No. Some things you learn to ignore. Because again, you're going to have people that say and do the utmost. Does it necessarily mean it's true? No. A part of the Rainbow Coalition, probably. Who, again, they are trying to look out for you the best way they can. Especially if they see certain mistakes where you're starting to get backlash and get heat for things. So again, you know, keep your eyes open and your mind sharp. Can't blame nobody for, again, your downfalls, your misfortunes in life. If you didn't take opportunities when you were supposed to, and now it's too late for those, you still got other opportunities and options to grow. But again, I'm gonna say this on a level that I need to say it to my people again. We got to stop with the cutthroat, man. If you all for somebody, actually stand behind them. If they are doing something that's right and for the betterment and for the build, stand behind them. Again, look how many people we done had that try to make some sort of movement and era for us to really strive and get back to that playing field we was at before. And they own people messing them up, being the moles and being the rats within. Like, come on now. You gonna tell me if there's an organization that could be trying to help for the betterment of the people, you're gonna shut that down because you don't want to see nothing better? Make it make sense. Your mind is as strong and as wise as anybody else's. Again, you got to know what to put into your life, what's suitable for you. And then from there, you keep it pushing and let nobody stop you for real. See, they'll sit here and say that we don't have enough, we don't have enough melanated this, we don't have this. But again, like I said a while back in one of my lives, how do we expect to have people when we not grooming them to the right positions? We not grooming them and trying to, put them in those directions. You want more black directors, or I'm tired of saying that word too, because black is just a feeling. Black is a way of living. Black is not what we are as a people. That's another thing we lack: education and knowledge of who we are as human beings. Period. But again, how can you expect more melanated directors and anything else to be a part of what we could be a part of? And we ain't pushing them to do so. We not funding their dreams, basically. You're gonna have to just get together with the right people that you know are gonna have your back. Like prime example, you just see me walk past a group. There's four of them sitting up there. Look like he's shooting a little music video doing something. He got a guitar and all of that. Look, his man's in them, got the cameras and everything else going. So again, if you are set on doing certain things, you gotta make sure you with the right people. And make sure that these people again got your best interest, but also your safety. If we want to gain more momentum as far as building what we need to build, hey, you're gonna have to stop destroying what's coming into the fold. Prime example, you can't expect certain stores to open up in your community, and within the first month or so, they are losing out horribly on money and everything else because you people are robbing this place. Prime example. That's another thing. How do you expect things to stay open and you're robbing everything? If you're not robbing it, you got the fiends robbing the spots. You just heard me say this the other day. They just closed down one of the major pharmacies in my area, and that pharmacy actually does with everything. If you got to go load up your debit cards, so on and so forth. They was one of the main places outside of a check cashing place that would actually do it. Now it's either you got to go to the check cashing place or you got to go, again, a little further out of your community to go do something. Again, we got to start coming to realization. We are part of the reason why we losing a lot of resources because we are destroying the resources that are being brought for our betterment. And if you feel it ain't for our betterment, then you need to find some way, gain attraction again, and then bring your ideas to the forefront. This is why I said it's important for some of y'all to start going to those community meetings, start being a part of. You're never gonna get any type of change or any type of anything growth wise if you're not being a part of it. No doubt, Brown Sweet, appreciate you, baby. I'm sorry, but this is a problem. And then again, we got some people again, you want to blame the government. You want to blame this. You want to blame racism. You want to blame a little bit of everything. But you're not taking accountability for yourself. Yes, we know about our history to some degree, and we still got bits and pieces of history we still don't know. No doubt appreciate you, Brown Sweet baby. Y'all already know if y'all just tuned in, know hit the like button. If y'all new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. But again, this is the problem. See, I'm gonna always call things down the middle. I love my people that much to do it. Again, we have to stop being the plagues and the curses within our own structure of community. How we expect the kids, prime example, to come outside, play, and have any recreation when we got people that are shooting, stabbing, fighting, gambling, doing a little bit of everything around these ones. How do we expect them to learn anything or move past a certain element in life? When look at the elements we bring in. There should be no kids that should fear going to a neighborhood playground because they scared of either gang activity, they scared of just anything happening. Forget just the gang activity, you still got creeps moving around and doing everything else too. That's another thing you got to worry about. Bronx, what's going on, my guy? I think that's a prime problem right there. We got elements that we, the people in the community, could be fixing. Some of you say you want safer streets, but you ain't willing to do what's necessary. You're not willing to work with your local law enforcement. You're not willing to work with the politicians who actually do care and are trying to do something. Prime example, my area had a couple of situations where we done had rallies about gun violence and everything. How many people you really think showed up to those damn rallies and those pep talks and those meetings? Barely, barely 20%, barely even 30%, if that, out of a whole community. So again, that's not enough voices being raised. That's not enough awareness being raised. And if some of y'all are tired of the things that are happening, start getting together with the right people. Trust me, you'll feel better afterwards. Even if it's just doing the smallest portion, that's still doing something, still putting in the work. Problem is, we don't want to put in work. We'll put in work for everything else that's destructive, but we won't put in work when we need the most. We won't come together when we're needed the most. We always seem to fall flat on our faces because we don't know what unity really is. And I'm not knocking nobody, I'm not judging nobody, and I ain't hating nobody. I'm just, again, giving you a visual from the outside looking in. We want better, we need to come together, and we need to do better. Again, find what tribes or find what things work for you and build along that. Prime example. Y'all might want to help. It might be a group y'all that want to help the community out as far as keeping all the festivities and the activities and the recreational programs for those kids up and moving. So y'all focused on that. You might have another group that want to solely focus on the financials of our community. They might want to try to figure out how we get certain contracts and certain businesses and sponsors and stuff like that for those things that are needed. Again, how can you do anything when you quick to destroy it? Again, it's about opportunity, right? We need to start taking the opportunity. And how we do that, we got to start respecting ourselves. We got to start respecting our brains more too. We are smart individuals and let nobody tell you different. We all might learn at different capacities, different speeds, but we all still are knowledgeable and smart enough to make something happen and make something great happen, not just for yourselves, but for everybody around you. Again, when you know there could be things that could be beneficial, stop being on the scheme to destroy it. See, prime example. There's even some of y'all that expect a lot of these stores that are being built and not by us. You expect even those to always look out for the community. Oh, but guess what? It's not going to be that way all the time. You're going to have those who are only focusing solely on a business and the product. They ain't worried about anything else outside of that. And the ones that actually do care, y'all be the ones to quickly disrespect them, rob them, and do everything. So again, how do we expect to grow? How do we expect unity to stay where it's at when we destroying the bridges that we supposed to be building? That's crazy, Bonds. But say, hey, got some people that are like that, close to nature. But won't be catch me doing that. So sorry. But hey, look, I can't knock them either. If that's how they live, that's how they live. But again, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. You can't expect the best when you're not thinking the best and you're not showing that you can be the best. And again, we are talented and gifted and damn near everything, whether it's invented by us or we decide to take it on and make it better. Again, we've had ideas that we know wasn't ours, but when we touched it, look what happened. It blew up. And it blew up the right way. Why? Because it's about ingenuity. It's about marketing. It's definitely about just putting yourselves out there and putting in the work. Again, there's some of you who might want to focus on the politics of the community. Okay, well, you get together with those right people and focus and build on that. You want to have people who want to bring educational programs, especially since we know resources are being plucked out of schools and even out of certain libraries. So again, why not get together? No, I know one reason why you can't get it together. Again, it's solely about envious and jealous behavior. I'm gonna use us as an example. That's just like if Sirius come up with an idea for something, I feel everything would be right, right? Should I be mad at her for coming up with the idea? No. Anything, I'm a fucking commend her. Look, you actually, hey, actually did something that I didn't think could be done at least on our end was come together for something and at least bring that right where everybody agree on something. Because you could bring the right things to the people, but it's all about agreements at the end of the day. Somebody might come up with an idea quicker than you. You supposed to be mad about that? No. You just gotta learn to be a little wiser, a little quicker. Or hey, you just bring up the best ideas when you can. Am I supposed to be mad? Prime example, if I can't do the simplest thing like draw, do graphic arts and stuff like that, no. If anything, I praise the people that are doing it for me. Hey, you know, y'all doing the greatest job because I can't do it. And even if I try to, it still ain't gonna come out like that. So, you know, it's about respect. You know, you want to reach a wider range in things. You want to reach a brighter spot in life. Start coming together for what's necessary and for what's right. And there's some people right now who are being influenced not to build and grow with different people because of personal issues and disputes. That's getting like outplayed right now. Just like I said, how long we gonna keep blaming everybody before we start taking accountability for our own shit? And again, outside of us, there's everybody that's doing something outside of the parameters they shouldn't be doing. I'm not saying that we the only ones that are doing it. But the sad part about it, this is the only time we'll have some unity, is when we destroying something. We don't have no unity when it comes to coming together and building together. We don't have that. We lack that. I don't like this person because I feel they think they smarter than me. I don't like this person because the way they move. I don't like the way they talk. I don't like the. You got to stop with all the personal stuff. Prime example: there's things people on my job do that I don't like. But again, that's them. I don't gotta associate with it. I don't gotta be a part of it. But if we gotta come together for something, guess what? We're gonna come together for it. Because again, it ain't about personal feelings. It's not about personal anything. It's about solely getting things done when you need to get it done. Again, it's solely about what we do from here on out. And there are some people who are going to actually get sick and tired of just being sick and tired. And they are going to find different ways to try to build and grow. They're going to find a way to try to at least bring an opportunity back when it's needed. But again, when you are stopping that, that's the problem. We need to start broadening our horizons, really start using our brain for what we need to use it for. Use it for the betterment of getting it together, for real. And some of you who will sit here and cry about your kids or your grandkids don't have opportunities, but again, some of y'all not trying to be part of the opportunity of building and growing. Again, show them the blueprints on how to move in life. Show them that they have to start somewhere and not necessarily take a shortcut. Oh, I'm gonna go back to another what I was talking about earlier about people not respected even in a relationship. Prime example, ladies, your man is determined on getting certain things done, whether it's a dream that they chasing and that they feel they close to grabbing, or rather it's something realistic that they are close to grabbing. You gotta respect that and honor that, and also have their back. You don't knock a man when he definitely trying to do something. And you definitely don't kick them to the curb because you feel they ain't gonna never get it together. There are some people who are on their way to greatness and don't even know it, but they're still grinding and doing what they need to do. Can't get mad about that. The same way you would want him to support you in everything that you do, you have to do the same thing back. The minute you don't support certain things, the minute you don't support those things that I know for a fact are going to be grand and beneficial for both ends, that's where the problem will start. See, this is a problem again when we get into adulthood too. We'll have people trying to crush our dreams and crush our spirits with things that we are trying to do. Things that will definitely bring peace and comfort, but also bring peace and prosperity. Kenny, what's going on, my guy? I mean, it's time to take into that the consideration right there. You can't be with somebody if they're not going to respect you for who you are and what you're trying to do. And even when it comes down to decision making, we should be able to respect each other in whatever decisions are being made. I could be doing something, prime example, like trying to move us to a safer area because it's too much going on. And I don't want nothing to happen to me, you, or even our offspring. So if I got to do what's necessary, you know, you're supposed to back that up. Supposed to be behind me. Main thing to remember is again self-preservation. This is the problem. We are not respecting ourselves as a whole, and we're not respecting our ideas and our movements. Got to start getting back to that. Start loving yourself, start caring about yourself, and actually start believing in yourself. Because again, nobody else is going to believe in you more than you do. And some people, I'm not going to lie to you, and this is on both ends. When you kick something to the curb, especially this is somebody that's genuinely, for you, you mess yourselves up in the long run. You kick a brother down, you kick a brother when he down, you kick him while he down and out. When that brother is back up where he need to be at, you're gonna be upset. Or you're gonna be surprised, and the first thing you're gonna do is try to go back to them. But they ain't gonna want to do that. Fellas, learn to stop forgiving certain actions. Same thing with you sisters. Stop learning to forgive certain actions. If somebody really felt this is how they felt about you and they are willing to do whatever, even at your downest moment, don't bring them back. Sorry. Because that would be the first step. And that's another sign of a person not going to show you any type of respect. I just disrespected you the worst way ever. But you coming back to me. I can't respect you. And they not going to respect you at all. Like prime example, if a girl cheated on you fellas, you know not to take that back. Vice versa. You women know somebody that did you wrong, you know not to take them back. If there's no real change and growth, guess what? You don't take that person back. You're not supposed to. Because again, if they had that much love and respect for you, they wouldn't have done it in the first place. There's another reason why we have certain things happening at a high pace. We got a lot of miscommunication even when it comes down to the world of dating. And some of it is because of what it is. Lack of respect, lack of morals and ethics. And I'm gonna be honest with you, there's just some situation, ladies and gentlemen, Y'all just gonna need to walk away from and forget about whatever. Gonna have to. And even depending on that, serious, sometimes you can't give family a second chance. Listen, if a person has really done that much, crossed the line the way they can't come back, I don't care if it is family. Hey, you ain't no good in my book. That's just me and my view and opinion on it. There's some people who think like that. Now, you know good in my book. I don't care. Once you cross the threshold, that's it. Again, it's about sheer respect. If I respect you enough, I know not to say or do certain things that can trigger you. I know not to do certain things that I feel you're going to be disrespected of. Got to come back again to respecting and honoring yourself. And again, there's some situations you just going to have to walk away from. Because there's some people who will try to escalate the situation more than it needs to be escalated. I watched the situation with this guy, and this is what I'm saying. It's not just in our community. This is everybody community. I'm seeing this around when it comes to all women of all ethnicities. There's some of you who are again trying to raise the stakes on certain things, and it's not necessary. Prime example: if you done your man wrong and he found out about it or he got wind of it, let that man leave. If that man is saying he's simply coming to get what he's going to get and he's leaving, and you could go be with whoever and do whatever, no, you can't force somebody to try to stay. You can't force somebody to try to be with you after you done did the unthinkable. That's just not right. You're living in a delusional world. Where is it that you think you could cheat on somebody and they're supposed to stay with you? Then you wouldn't even let the man get his clothes. So again, now if he would have decided to put his hands on you, which you probably thought he was going to do, thought he was going to get violent. That man was smart. I'm not getting violent with you. And I'm definitely not going to do something that way is going to escalate. Because either I'm going to get my clothes or I'm just going to keep recording. And when I get the right opportunity, I'm going to make sure cops will be here so I can get my stuff peaceful. Now, again, it's crazy. You wouldn't let that man come get his clothes after he already told you, look, if this is who you want to be with, I'm going to allow you to go be with him. I'm leaving. But I'm coming to get my stuff. And in those situations where you got things, if it's not too valuable, just leave it be. You know, things you can replace it. Because it's obvious. You know, again, there's no way you want to tell me you did this man wrong, you know, caught you in your lie, caught you in your wicked way, and in that same token, you ain't trying to let him leave. And if this man is a good man to you, why mess it up? Same thing with some of you men. You got a good woman, why mess it up? By listening to BS or just being a part of BS you don't need to be a part of. The same way a man can ruin his whole situation in less than a blink of an eye, same way a woman can do it too. Not call it down the middle. Respect yourself to know that if somebody is actually doing you wrong, you got to get away from them quick as possible. Because if you are taking your time and effort to spend energy and spend time with somebody, they should be respecting you like you respecting them. If you doing right by them, they should be doing right by you. There should be no reason why you take it back anyway. I'm not taking nobody back that I know did wrong by me. Not gonna happen. I can forgive you and I can move on from it. But I ain't gonna forget what happened. You can forgive things, but you'll never forget it because guess what? It'll be embedded in your mind. To that'll be your prime example in your lesson to say, well, I know to keep myself far away from these type of people. No, that's a fact right there, serious. Because it's the problem. Again, there's some of you who refuse to open your mouths. You will literally suffer in silence to a degree because you're afraid to open your mouth and you're afraid to express yourself. If you are unhappy in any way, shape, or form, y'all have to let it be known. I don't care if it's sexual, I don't care if it's financial, whatever the situation is. If you have to sit down and have to talk, have to talk. Oh shoot, that was a big ass raccoon. My bad, y'all. I'm glad I didn't walk out when I did. Raccoon City. But if you're not telling your partner what's going on, if you're not really expressing yourself to your partner, or if your partner is just not listening and not taking heed to what's going on, you need to start reevaluating soon. This motherfucker really came in here. Oh, snap. I got action. Let me find my BB gun. Wait a minute. Let me make sure that's not a cat. I think it's a damn cat. Can't see nothing on this end. Jesus Christ. Okay. Ain't no coon. Little kitty. All right. Nah, I gotta be eerie realist because shoot. Ain't funny then. Tired of seeing them little monkeys, but hey. She probably did, James. She probably did. Never know. But nah, you gotta remember that part, regardless to what. If a person is not listening and comprehending and not communicating with you the right way, chances are they're not going to. So you need to find somebody who can. And again, you got to make sure you with somebody that has the same realistic dreams, or not even the same realistic dreams, the same realistic goals as you. As far as loving and respecting the relationship that you in, as far as trying to make each other happy and figure out the ways to keep each other happy. Because it's the problem we have. We still want to try to make things work with people, but it's obvious those people are not trying to change for the better. Or they're not trying to listen to what's being said. So again, why go through it? If I'm gonna be with somebody and they going to just completely ignore everything that's being said or done around me, then that's not a person for me. I gotta move on. If a person has kicked me out, forget kick me out. If a person has kicked me while I was down and out, especially when I know for a fact I needed that uplifting, that's a person I can't bring back into my life. Because if there's another situation where I go through a downfall, I go through a stage, you're not going to be here to uplift me. If anything, you're going to do something to provoke me, or you're going to do something that's going to disturb my balance. So why would I go through that? This is something for people to think about, though. Respect on all levels. Tonight was mostly what it was about. I tackled a few things as far as respect is concerned. Like with that boy prime example that just got robbed at gunpoint for his gun. There's no respect there no more. Because the people that were supposed to be riding with you rode against you and even harmed you in a way. So that's not going to be no respect level no more. That's just on anything. You know, again, you got to be willing to be not just yourself, but put yourself in the best positions in life. And when nobody else can do it, you got to be the one to do it. Build yourself, know yourself, respect and love yourself, and everything else will fall into place. With that being said, like I said, the link is still pinned. If not, not going to hold y'all all night. Just wanted to have a little bounce off with the people again. There's some of y'all who need to hear this message again. Get it right. Get it right within yourselves. The one thing you always supposed to remember in life. One thing you always supposed to remember in life. If you're not completely happy within yourself, You can't make nobody else around you happy. And there will be no happiness. Again, learn to love yourself before you learn to love people. And if the people don't love and respect you, then those ain't the people you need to be with. You need to find somebody else or find another group of people that believe in what you believe in and actually respect and love life the way they supposed to. Oh, 1 second. Popping up on my
Man, Mike check. What up, Nate? What up, Nate? Salute, man.
Kenny, what's going on, my guy?
Man, I'm feeling everything you're talking about. And this is one I always tell people. You can sit up and be like, you know what? Come to come to realization to yourself, like, man, even though I did this and you did that, you will sit up there and tell this person, like, look, man, I messed up right here and then that's me. They will sit. It's some people that will sit up there and fake like they want to do better, but they won't. But even though you'll be looking at them trying to do better and know you trying to do better, and they'll just shit on you. So therefore, you need to get out of there because some people think just because you admitted to something, they can keep playing with you a certain way. So you have to get away from around them because they'll keep doing it even though you stopped doing what you were doing. That's far as relationship. You feel me?
yeah, but
So
just what I'm
when
saying, not supposed to listen. There's no way you could tell me you could be with somebody and they not doing nothing. Like they not. It's not even so much as financial beneficial. You're not doing nothing beneficially for me as far as keeping my spirits high. You're not. You're not doing the necessary things because again, I could have a weak moment. If you can't even lift me up at my weakest moment,
yeah,
that's a
you can
problem right
be doing yeah, and then you could be doing all that and then just one day of work could just break you down and you be tired and then you have to go back around this motherfucker, and then you like all you doing is talking down, and then you're not forgetting anything. So I can understand, but I'm like, damn, not right now, and you just keep, you know what I mean? You have to get away from around them people, especially when you know, like, look, I owned up to my part of this, and then you're not. So they're gonna keep using the fact that you owned up, but they're not gonna ever own up to theirs because they're gonna think they just because they didn't own up, they're gonna keep bashing and picking at you. So I think those are situations where people, especially in relationships, need to get out of that because the person that that's not admitting their thing, they'll BS admit it, but they'll keep doing what they're doing, but keep bashing you for you just admitting. You know what I mean?
now. Yeah.
If that's making sense.
Nah, it makes sense. But see, this is the thing I always told people. Again, you gotta have communication lines open at all costs because again, prime example. If there was a discretion that was done within the relationship, but it's not that serious the way it could cause a breakup, you sit down, you discuss it, you both take accountability for whatever, and then you move on from there. It shouldn't be no, I gotta keep tossing it in your face or so on and so forth. Like,
Yeah, and then it's all about accountability. When you are mentally like, damn, I fucked up. And then even if that person don't even know, I came out of like I'd be like, and then even when both of us fucking up at one point, I'd be like, you know what, I fucked up to just stop the cycle of arguing. And then you own up and you hold accountability for your thing. They'll BS hold accountability for themselves and then still keep just poking at you. That's when it starts to get to another situation, even though you still stick to it. You be like, you know what? At least I owned up to it. That makes you better. It's you at that point, you shouldn't even worry about that person and what they think at that point because you owned up to it. You start feeling better and you have to figure out, look, I need to get away from around this. You know what I mean? If that's making sense.
Nah, it does. Hold on. Still Jay, what's going on, baby?
Hey, I hope
Nah,
that raccoon ain't forgot how you did his homeboy, but I'm just saying that's another story.
nah, that wasn't a raccoon. That wasn't a raccoon at all. I thought it was a baby one. It was a gray cat.
Hey, you know
I
them
just
cats
scared the
get
fuck
big.
out of it.
Hey Nate, you know them cats get big too now. Don't get it twisted.
Nah, nah. It's a baby cat. Like it's not even that big, but it looked like one of them baby coons from afar. It's a cute
Hey,
gray color though. That nigga just ran up under the damn trailer.
hey, hey,
No doubt I need a baby.
you know they distant cousins, so they already gave out the word. Look out for him right there. So they already know. They ain't forgot.
Nah, they
But
be all right.
But back to what you were saying though, dog, that's a part of a lot of relationships. One party do own up to their shit and the other one don't. Nobody wants accountability when they think they though that's a narcissistic mentality when somebody they'll halfway say, yeah, I forgive you and all that. First of all, I'm not looking for your forgiveness. This is the thing where people fuck up. I'm not looking for your forgiveness. I'm telling you because it's for me. I owned up to me and what I was doing. If you're gonna account for yours and own up to yours, we can move forward. But if we can't, I need to get away from around you because you're gonna study do this and you're gonna get worse because you think in your mind that I can do anything and worse to this nigga or this woman, but you're not accounting holding yourself accountable and not making yourself like better. But that's when you have to get away from around those kind of people. You get what I'm saying? You're not because you could have sit up and did like them and not say nothing and y'all steadily be going back and forth. And then y'all eat both know some ain't right, but nobody soon as you admit to something, the other person gonna use that like leverage. And then when they start doing that, even when they do it, you have to sort of kind of go back to where you started off first by even coming clean about it and be like, you know what, I did this, I did that. And then look, I'm laying it all out there. You can either deal with me or not. And then that person will sit there. It depends on they response, but you stick to your accountability on that part. You can't worry about what they're gonna do after that. Because if they're gonna be malicious towards you just because you did that, you still have to be yourself and find a way to get away from around that person. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I do. I do. I'll be honest with you too. This is one thing I said about people not allowing the wrong type of people back in their life. Prime example. If I don't see, I'll be honest with you. They like most people try to say it's hard being a black man in America or a melanated brother in America. No, it's hard being a man in America because again, there's things you can't say now, there's things you can't do because it would be considered quote unquote fashion or some sort of whatever. When it's just people being speaking their truth. Prime
Yeah,
example, I deal with a lot throughout the day, right?
yeah,
The least of my worries should be coming home and having the same type of discussions and argument with somebody that I love and care for.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
can't do that.
that's supposed to love and care for you, but when you come home, they treat you worse than them because they closer to you than they are. People out there don't know you like they know you. But then I come home and then that's what I get. After I done told you everything and you still gonna attack me when I come home? Like really? That's what we doing? You can't be around people like that. Everybody get into arguments, but when you hold accountability for what you've done, and I think like once sometimes you can get over it, but some people don't let that ride because like it depends on how you go into the situation. If both of y'all got into the situation, y'all kind of like doing y'all thing, and then when y'all finally got to the point where we ain't messing with nobody else, it's just us. All that other shit's supposed to be out the window, but sometimes some people don't let it out the way. You know what I mean? And you be like, I just need to start fresh with a whole nother person that, you know, at least they know what's up. And then you still have to, it's just like you have to deal with somebody that holds themselves accountable for what they're doing. Just because they hold themselves accountable don't mean they're not gonna do fuck shit. But you got to watch that kind of thing. But it all boils down to you, self-preservation, if you gonna do the right thing in this situation. I remember when I was doing that, and then I just broke down to where it was just me. I don't care what this other person does. I'm holding myself accountable for what I do. And then I just started ignoring it because you can't say anything to me that won't mess with me because I ain't doing nothing, if that makes sense.
Yeah. But that's why I say, it's just people gotta learn again. It is about not so much self preservation, but it's just respect. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna bring somebody into my circumference that I feel is not respectful. Period.
exactly. Exactly. And then if they cause what that all goes in with self-preservation. They gotta respect you after you done told them the truth. If they don't respect you after you done told them the truth and you walking in your truth, and then they just study taking advantage of it anytime they get a chance, they poke at you about something you're not doing, like that's a person that's not accepting their own BS, and then they just study poking at you. So you have to get away from around people that's trying to take you away from what made you feel better as a person. Like, look, I need to slow down on doing this type of madness because it always gets me in the same situation. So when you slow down, but they see you slowing down, they'll keep attacking you. You know what I mean? Because they don't want to admit to they don't have no accountability for their thing. So they'll keep using you mentally and physically sometimes at a punching bag because they don't want to admit to their own. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. You know?
Yeah. You just gotta, like I said, a lot of times you just gotta follow your gut instincts when it's telling you something. Prime example, if I know I'm doing what I need to do as far as I'm trying to grow and build, and I see the people around me ain't trying to do nothing or even trying to be motivated to do something, can't be around. Because then they're gonna be expecting too much. Yo, you can cover me for this. Yo. No, look here, you gotta cover yourself in life, and that means you gotta do what's necessary for your own betterment and your build.
Yeah, and then when people around you they see you trying to grow, first thing a person notice about you before money or anything is your self growth. Nah, man, I don't want to go to a strip club and shit like that. Soon as you say that to certain people, they be like, okay. I'm like, shit, I didn't really want to be at the strip club. I'm like, I was just there just to be kicking it. Then when you start changing yourself around people, they'll be like, this nigga ain't gonna do it. I'm like, damn, I just don't want to do it no more. I grew out of that. When you start showing self growth, some people get mad at that, if that makes sense.
Nah, you hitting on it. Riders, what's going on, baby?
Hey,
Oh, what's
look,
it do?
hey Nate, I'll be right back. I need to refill my drink because your conversation applies to a lot of things going on now. I need to go refill my drink. I'll be right back. All right.
You already?
Your conversation, your your conversation is hitting on every point. I'll be right back.
No doubt, no doubt. But this is like I said, this is the problem right here again. When you see that people are trying to wean away from certain things, it's for the betterment. Like prime example, I can't be out here thinking I'm prime example. If I was hustling prime example as a way and a means of trying to get some money, and now I see I got different opportunities to grow outside of the street shit, why wouldn't I want to try to get myself in a better position to where I don't got to worry about possible law enforcement or whoever bashing in my house or my place of residence trying to get me? You're going to have people again that they don't want to see you grow and build, And once they start getting that way, you got to get rid of them. Period. You need to get rid of them because they will be that essential downfall. And there's some people who, again, love you by default. You're trying to take everybody with you. But guess what? If these people are not in the same thinking process of trying to find a way to help themselves grow, find something that they could be a part of to help them grow their own little factions and whatever else, it's pointless. It's pointless because, again, why would I be sitting here trying to be around people that don't mean me no well? That's like me being around a group of people, like I said, that every time you turn around, they go out somewhere, they want to fight and cause confusion. Why would I be a part of that? And then essentially, could be a time I'm by myself deciding to have a good time. And it might come across the same people I done had issues with, or you done had issues with. So what's gonna happen then? So I'm saying you gotta think. Again, it is about, being in tune, but also being at peace with what you're doing in life. But you gotta be real with yourself. Again, you don't allow certain negatives to plague your dreams and plague your focus on building what's necessary for you and yours. And that's the problem. Again, we be so focused on trying to be down with the clique, or we trying so hard to fit a narrative for the people. Again, be yourself. Me, I've always been myself no matter what. No, I'm not super thug, but I'm just a person that's not a pushover. And I'm not going to tolerate certain disrespect or anything from anybody. It's always how I've been. That's how I will continue to be. And that's what a lot of y'all need to have that mindset on. Like I said, if you're around people and they're doing certain things that you really just don't like, or it's just not sitting right with you, get away from it. Man, you learn to get into that, trust me, you'll have more peace in your life. Again, on a relationship tip, don't bring back nobody that was causing the damage or the chaos in the first place. Again, doesn't matter, man or woman. Your significant other cheated on you one way or another, don't take it back. Because again, who's to say? You take this person back, and again, now they decide, well, shoot, you took me back after all of that. Oh, I'm gonna continuously do that. That's gonna give them the idea to say, I'm gonna keep doing this, and I'm gonna keep doing this until you respect yourself. Like I said earlier, that man already knew his girl was cheating. He already made it clear. You want to be with this person? Go ahead. I'm not stopping. Like I said, if you for the streets, you for the streets. I'm gonna keep it pushing. And with some people, again, there's some of you who have invested too deep in people. And then this is why we get some of the problems we get now. Got people want to go all out and about because they hurt. Learn to take your hurt and strive and keep it pushing. Be honest with you. When I was younger, I had one person cheat on me. To this day, that person wished to God and tried to even try to throw the shot. Oh, I feel like nah. When you had me, you didn't know what to do with it. So I'm gone. And that's how you got to remember to respect yourself. If a person don't respect you, if a person is not giving you all the love and everything they supposed to give you when you with them, they ain't gonna never be able to give it to
Yeah, I'm back. I'm back, Nate. Hey, Nate, do you think
you.
that when a person sees your personal growth, they're jealous and intimidated by it.
That's one reason. That is one of the main reasons and the factors. Again, because nobody is solely going to be upset with you for trying to grow and build, especially if it's growing to build yourself. If it's growing to where we could build up, gain opportunity. If it's anything along those lines, yeah, they're going to be mad. Because again, they
And
don't
then,
have something that they feel they could offer, but they don't take the
yeah,
chances on finding what they can offer.
and I think some people are scared of personal growth. And then when they see you do it, they look at you like, well, like, why can't you do it? Like when I say I don't want to do certain things no more, I'm like, you could do that. Like you would be like that overnight. Some will click in you and be like, "Nah, I'm not doing that no more." And then they'll be like, "What you mean you ain't doing?" I said, "I'm not doing that no more. I'm chilling, doing something else." People would get look at you like you turning on them. I'm like, I'm not turning on you. I'm doing this for me. And do you think that they wish they could have that kind of strength mentally to even do that? And then they start being mad at you and they think they can fit in with other people because they doing like knowing they want to change too, but they don't have the mental or emotional strength to do it. Do you get what I'm saying? Cause they'll see you sitting up there, you be like, no, I don't feel like going there. I'm chilling. I'm at the crib with my girl. I'm at the crib with my wife. I'm at the crib with my kids. I'm like, I'll go out to the club when I feel like it. Maybe I want to go to the club. I can just sit at the house and chill, listen to music, cook, and then just chill out. Maybe I don't want to take that chance of getting out there. I'm like, it's a whole lot of things when your mind change. It could be a overnight thing. Some people just, it's like when something finally hit you and be like, you need to slow down. Some people don't have that. I think people do have that slow down in their mind, but they mentally don't know how to do it and they be wanting acceptance from other people because they need other people approval for them to do something that's supposed to be for yourself, not other people. But that's just my thought. What do you think?
No, I mean that's part of it. I'll be honest with you, like I told you, you can't allow somebody to dictate your flow or your pace in life. No matter what it is you trying to build, no matter what it is you are trying to do for the betterment, nobody is supposed to be able to crush that, and you're not
Mhm.
supposed to allow nobody to crush that at all. So
Exactly. That's my point. Like if you waiting on somebody approval for something you need to be doing for yourself, you're losing already. Because nobody's ever gonna be happy with what you doing except you. You got to be good with yourself. Like I don't know why people don't understand that. Well, they probably thought I was gonna be. I don't know if they're gonna like me anymore. Who gives a damn what other people think when you doing something better for you? They're not you. You know what I mean? I don't get that. I just never got that. Know?
yeah, well, guess what? That's something we ain't gonna never get because again, everybody thinks different and everybody feels that you have to always give, give, give. Nah, sometimes you could give, but you also got to receive shit too.
Yeah,
Like, and that's the thing. Some people just don't know how to give themselves space and opportunity to grow. So again,
and
when you get that, you ain't gonna get nothing outside of what you're getting.
yeah, exactly. And then if people respect you enough to respect that, they don't. People that don't respect that is people that's trying to give you grief when you're trying to give yourself space. That like, man, you'll be around people, you be like, man, I did all this for these motherfuckers, but I ain't got nothing in return emotionally, physically, monetized, what like nothing. But they still want you to be stuck in that same place of fucking with them in a certain way. And you like, nah, man, I'm chilling. I just don't feel like you know, and they don't understand how you got to that point to where you like, man, I'm just chilling, and then they like, man, well, somebody might. I'm like, I don't care about what somebody says. I'm doing me. Some people don't understand. Like, you got to be you. If you don't care about yourself, even if somebody else don't, you do. That's the first person supposed to give a damn about you. You get me? You don't have to wait on people to give you validation to love yourself. That's the most ignorant shit I've heard in my life. What if nobody want to deal with me? I'm like, if they don't want to deal with you, they never fuck with you no way. It's real simple.
Facts. Chase Tube, what's going on, baby?
Oh, what up, chat? Salute, man. We in here chilling.
Nah, but that's what I'm saying. Look at space, the opportunity to grow. That solely lies up to you. Again,
Exactly.
you can't please everybody. Look at you can only please yourself and please the people who actually do love and care for you. Because everybody else is just gonna be there just for specific reasons. Like I told somebody, there's no way you're gonna tell me that I can't reach for a certain distance when I know I'm already towards that distance. Who the hell are you to try to tell me I can't? That's a
But
problem that we do have in the community amongst people. We keep telling each other that we can't instead of saying, nah, you can do it. We don't
dog,
give each other that pep talk.
people always telling me something I can't do, and I always show them better every time I do a live. Oh, you say I can't do this? I say, all right. But they don't know I'm actually doing it, and then I'm letting them see I'm doing it right in front of their face. You can't tell me I can't do something I know I can do and doing it, man. Man, you know what I mean? Like, you can't let somebody tell you what you can't do. I know, man. Come on now. It ain't like I'm trying to say I can pick up a 18 wheeler. I'm talking about shit that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Nah, that's a fact.
I'm like, you sitting up here telling me I can't do this and can't do that. I'm like, where does it say I can't? Who said I couldn't? I'm like, come on, man, y'all. Every time you tell me I can't, you're reminding yourself of what you can't do. Just because you can't do it, don't mean I can't, right?
Yeah. But see, that's the thing too. People fail to realize just because you might not be able to do something that somebody is doing, that don't mean you still can't do something. You just gotta find what it is that you're great at, what you're good at, and you
And
implement. And a lot of times your friend should be the blueprint.
yeah, and then you do what you can do. How the hell you gonna sit up and tell somebody they can't do something when you don't know what they can do? You be like, shit, go for it. You know what I mean? Because everybody got a different way of reaching a goal. Everybody blueprint ain't the same, like you said.
Facts. You know, and that's why I say when people tell you that you can't, show them that you can. That's why I said I don't believe in that word can't. That's why when I had one person say that can't word in front of me, they was like, oh shit, I know I'm about to hear his mouth. Yeah, you
Only
gonna hear my mouth because I hate that word. I hate when people say they can't. No, it's not that you can't. You just won't. You
yeah,
like you won't take the chance on yourself. You won't say, you know what? If this person could do something, I can try to at least figure out a blueprint on my own and do something.
only time I like when the motherfuckers say can't is when they say I can't do something. Okay, I can't. All right, I'll show you I can. Take the T off that shit. The NT off there. Got that? Take that off. And I'm gonna show you. That's why I do what I do and move how I move. When you say I can't, I'm gonna show you I can. I ain't gonna even tell you about it. You're gonna witness it. You can't tell me what the fuck I can't do. I'm like, I'm doing it. Why you tell it? This is how I do it. I'm doing it. Why they tell me I can't? And they gotta watch it. You don't. What you can't do is sit there and watch it and tell me I'm lying. That's what you can't do. You get it?
Yeah.
You gonna have to watch the can't that you told me I couldn't do. If that makes sense.
Nah, it makes sense. Wait a minute. Hold on. What the hell did I just read? Hold on.
Hey Nate, did they fuck up your food? That's the only time I seen you get mad. I don't know no nigga get mad
Oh,
at food like
nah,
it's
I get mad at them. I don't get mad about that shit. I get mad at things that I seen. He just said Judge grants bond for a man accused of raping grandmother in the Bahamas. Kind of shit is how you see this? What that's gonna
hey
be another night, another topic. I'm about to go in on this one.
dog.
I
And this
keep allowing these people to get bond or any sort of anything, and they just did something outside of what they were supposed to do.
dog,
Jesus Christ!
it's just like when motherfuckers sit up here and like people think I be tripping on how I got to deal with my kids. That a dumb motherfucker would say you shouldn't have. I'm like, that has nothing to do with what me and the woman did. I'm doing what's right by my kids, but she's using the state to fuck with me and they're not locking her up for kidnapping. And they be like, you can't lock her up, that's your baby mama. I'm like, are you stupid? I'm her father. Like, when people tell me I can't do that, I'm like, all right, third party interference can lock up everybody. But until they finally looked up what third party interference is, now they gonna get it. They said I couldn't do it when I already know it's already in process. I'm like, wait for it. I'm like, ain't nobody finna tell me what I can't do when I know what I'm doing. When I'm doing what I do. Just sit to the sidelines and let me show you how I'm doing something you can't do is be your own person. Know what the fuck your blueprint is and follow your blueprint. Everybody blueprint ain't the same. Either way you get to your goal, either way you get to your goal, you're gonna get to it. Everybody way of getting to their goal is not the same as somebody else. Long as you get to that goal, however you get to it. Don't sit up and let nobody tell you you can't get to a goal that you've already set for yourself. And that's real simple. If you don't have enough in you to do that, you need to find a way to do it. Because if you keep listening to people telling you can't do something, you're not going to do it. That's real simple. That means your mentality not strong enough to do what your goal is. Your goal ain't everybody else's goal. You gotta have your own goal. Your goal is your goal. Nothing getting between you and your goal. You keep your lane, and if anything get in the way of you driving a straight line in your lane, you just run it over. It's real simple. You don't let nobody get in telling what you can and can't do when you know you can do what you're doing. I ain't gonna sit up here and tell nobody I can walk outside and pick up a car. If they tell me I can't do that, god damn it, I know I can't do that. I'm gonna be like, you right about that. It's just certain situations I can't. But just common things you can do that normally possible for you to do and somebody tell you can't do it, it's up to you if you can't do it. If you listen to people tell you can't do something, that means you failing yourself. That's all it is. You failing yourself. If you fail yourself, nobody else gonna believe you. So why would they believe you? Why won't they tell you you can't? Some people tell you they can't because they can't. But either way it goes, do what you do. Don't let nobody get in the middle of what you're trying to achieve or get done. That doesn't make sense.
Nah, that's what I'm saying though. Main thing to remember in life again is that you hold the key to your destination in life. You hold the key to your vehicle. Where you decide to go, that's solely up to you. If you plan
Mm,
on rising to the top, if you plan on driving to your best destination, make sure you got everything you need for that destination and that trip. And again, just you got to solely be happy within yourself before you can reach any form of happiness outside of that.
man, I'm
If you limit yourself, you can't say that nobody limited you to anything. No. Just like
telling
we got ways of educating ourselves every single day. we limit ourselves because we so focused on the easy shortcuts.
And then you know one thing, Nate, weak-minded people listen to other people tell them how they supposed to do. Your mind is already weak. You got to find a way out of it. Like, how is somebody gonna tell you how you feel? You know? And then when people know that your mind weak, they're gonna keep attacking your mental mind frame if you let them. You know?
Yeah.
That's just crazy to me. Like people literally sit up and be worried about what another person thinks about how they making decisions about themselves. That is the dumbest shit I've never been able to understand that. How's somebody else gonna tell you how you supposed to think about yourself?
Can't nobody tell you nothing. You gotta be able to tell yourself that again. Supposed to encourage yourself because nobody else is gonna lift you higher than yourself at a time. Again, the
E-
struggle is only gonna be as long as you decide to keep yourself in that struggle and that frame of mind.
Exactly, because even if like look at famous stars and shit, they are mentally and emotionally lost because they worry about how people look at them. If somebody don't like what they're doing, they break down because they mentally and emotionally ain't right for people to tell them, no, I don't like that. And they just go into some kind of depression. That's a sickness. That's crazy to me. I'm like, man, nobody has to like everything you do. That is crazy. That's impossible. Nobody's gonna like everything somebody do. It's a difference between disagreeing and then when somebody just don't like you, unless you doing some real fucked up shit, like really, really messed up. You shouldn't be worried about what people think. You know what I mean?
But see, that's the problem. You're gonna have some people who are just that, weak minded and they weak spirited. But some people, it don't be their fault. Again, you have some people who don't know left and right because all they've been taught is all they've been seen and given was these type of negative opportunities. But once they really, the main ones, there are some who, yeah, they'll be weak for a minute, they'll be down for a minute, but when they really see what it is, even if it's just disappearing for a little bit, guess
Yeah,
what? They get that time away from those people. They learn everything about themselves they need to learn, even down to the respect level. And then they come back and they do what they need to do. And if they got to cut some people off for that reason, so be it.
exactly. Sometimes you have to cut people off, no matter who it is, friends, family, kids, all that. Because your kids will hit you the worst if you not. It's just sometimes people just got to understand. No matter who it is, you got to get rid of what ain't helping you mentally and emotionally. It don't matter who it is. Because if you like, damn, I done gave 'em all these chances. I done sit up here. I done goddamn tried to be who they think I should be and do this. But I've never been like that. I'm just talking about some people. I'm like, man, once I started saying you go against me, some people like me and yourself, we like, man, I got to get you out of my life because you ain't right for me. Some people are not that strong mentally to do that. And it just boggles my mind how you not that strong to get a cancer out of your life like that. Somebody that's just derogatory and negative towards you, just study eating at you, your soul, your mind, your body. Like, get away from around them. Even when you've seen people be like, I know I need to get away from around these people, but they still around them. I'm like, ain't no way, man. You know what I mean? Like, wow. That means you're agreeing to how they doing you. You don't let people do you like that. It's a difference between people giving you criticism and then people just attacking you. You know what I mean?
No, it's a fact. But again, you got some people who are not around the best situations to learn that, and some of them will learn at some point. You know, all it takes is one major situation for somebody to realize, all right, you know what? This has been my problem the whole time. I need to change certain things, and that's what they'll start doing.
Yeah, but it ain't like people that end up in foster homes and then like it's not like that, like little kids and stuff. I'm talking about grown ass people or people that are teenagers that know better. That's not even in the half the situation where like these foster kids have to come up in. Situations like that. That's a different situation. You know what I mean? But I'm talking about people that didn't have to go through that, that
Yeah,
know better. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah, but you got people that know better and still won't do better. So guess what? You can't focus on nothing but the ones that are focusing again on your soul happiness. Because guess what? I can know damn near everything, but if I'm still going to do something that I know for a fact is going to get people or get on their bad side, I'm not learning nothing. I'm not taking no accountability for nothing. I'm not trying to. No, then that's the problem. Then I would have to be excluded from whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I was saying, you got some people that again that they'll get mad. Like I had a group of people one time, yo, son, you don't be coming out with us like that no more. That's again because you niggas don't know how to have fun. If I'm
Yeah,
going somewhere with the intent on having fun and not doing nothing else outside of that, why should I have to worry about fighting? Why should I have to possibly worry about having to do something or do some sort of harm to somebody? That ain't have to worry about in the first place. Makes no sense, you know.
exactly. You can be at the crib right now doing what we doing and don't even have to be driving, risking a whole lot of shit when you could just be at the home chilling. If you don't feel like spending $17 on a drink or $8 on a drink, you can just go to the liquor store, get that shit at home, cook, listen to music, get online, do your show, and still be at the crib chilling. You ain't got to do all this extra shit, you know? I don't. And then if you don't feel like being around nobody, do like they do. If you can sit up and live stream and talk to people from the club, why you can't do that shit at the crib? You can still talk to them, but you don't have to be there. Like people, I don't know, dog. I'm like, shit, I can do that from the crib. All you gotta do is hit the camera. I can FaceTime you, goddamn it. Shit like that. Ain't gotta be out there like that, you know?
No, but even when you got to be out there and doing what you're doing, again, your sole purpose a lot of times is making sure that you make it home safe. I know these niggas.
Exactly.
Hold on a second. I know you ain't trying to. Oh, okay. I see what I'm about to do tonight.
What you about
Well,
to do now? What you about to do? They fucking with you. What you about to do, Nate? What they do
yeah,
to
I
you?
know. I know. If this man and his wife keep walking over here in this area like it's something, husband gonna
Yeah,
get something.
they playing with you, Nate. They playing with you. That's what they doing.
Nah, nah, nah. It's not playing with me. You playing in general, fools. Cameras all around. You think they're doing stupid? It ain't just me. Your ass is on camera going right to that police station, fool. What's wrong with y'all?
Yeah,
I'm telling
like
you, even down to look, even down to situations like this. Adults are supposed to be doing adult things and still doing kid shit. Stop
yeah,
being nosy and stop trying to do certain things that you know for a fact is going to have a costly consequence.
yeah. Like like man, quit playing with me. Is it because I'm black? Because you wouldn't do
Nah,
the white boy
nah,
like that. You
it's not
wouldn't.
even a race thing.
No, I'm just throwing the bullshit in there. I'm like, you wouldn't do me. You wouldn't do him like that. Why you doing me like this, man?
You
Come on, man.
you be surprised. Nah, look, you be surprised. These people do anything to anybody, son. Anybody that's doing something that they supposed to be doing. These people, like I said, just had a whole person try to argue me down the other day. I'm like, yo, bro, listen, I don't care how much you think you know. Guess what? When they come here, they're gonna tell you something different. You are on private property. Get the hell off. Like, Keith,
Yeah,
what's going on, my dog?
what's so hard about you just stop doing that around here, man? God damn, you trying to make it
No,
hard for
no,
me.
no. Forget that. It's about setting an example. And there's some people who be with their kids and be doing the utmost. That's why I said it's always going to be something. And as long as we got adults moving like kids, we going to have these kids moving just as worse.
Man, you just said it. Cause if they see the adults moving like that, they gonna think they can play with you like that, and then that's where the problem lies too. I'm like, look, you respect the next person, and then you get respect back. Sometimes people not gonna do that, but most of the time, you know the energy of somebody that's not gonna respect you. Cause all it takes is a simple, "Hey, how you doing?" and you can see how people reactions or feelings gonna be. You know. So
Yeah, nah, but
simple.
that's what I'm saying. You just got to be mindful and be careful.
Mm,
But see, this thing, again, be mindful of the message that you bring and be mindful in the decisions that you make. Those decisions that you making 9 out of 10, if they ain't done the right way, could be costly to you and the people around you. So think before you do.
yeah, it's just one decision that a person make can mess up, well, not only your life and other people life. Like it'll be something out in public, and then this person chooses to go left. There was some other, and then you have to like, man, it just be crazy. Some people just they come out with that. You can say something. This is why I always speak to people. I say, "Hey, how you doing?" You can gauge who you're around just by their response from that, and then just to get away from around them at first. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But that's why I was saying, there's some people who are gonna get it, some people will never get it. The ones
Mm,
that never get it, those will be the ones in the long run crying and moping about and trying to point fingers and not take accountability for their own shit.
yeah, it's a lot of people that'll never get it, and you know who they are. You just stay away from around them. Some people that, like you said, they'll never get it. Even though, and then this is the crazy thing. They'll break down and say, I know I need to do right, but keep doing it.
Yeah.
Like
One more time.
those are, I call them irritatingly ignorant. They
Yeah.
irritate, ignorant, and then they stupid at the same time because people don't know the word ignorant. Ignorant means not knowing. Stupid is keep doing it while you know what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hold on. Hold on a second.
Look at
Riders,
Nate.
what's going on, baby?
Yo, yo, blessings.
What's going on, sis? What's going on?
Not in here listening to y'all, soaking in some knowledge. Listening to everything y'all say. Y'all is crazy. Not y'all is crazy. My bad. Hold on one second.
Mm.
Hey Nate,
Okay,
I'm
I'm so
looking.
sorry if you just messed me up. Go ahead. Say hi. Hurry up.
Hey,
Nate. Say hi, Nate.
hey, little babies.
I don't know you like that. Go sit down. None of your business. That's what that is. Go sit your
Shout
butt
out to little babies.
down. That's my little shorty. But yeah, my bad. Yeah, but yeah, y'all speaking some facts up here. Like, yo, it's crazy out here because everything that haters is scamming is happening over there where he at, it's happening over here. It's happening all
Yeah,
over the world. Like, no, but I came on here before I lay down with my little shorty. I was about to read some panels. I mean some panels. What the heck is going on? You hear me? Read some poems. Cause it's crazy. I got a couple of poems. I ain't even posted them up yet. Little by little, I'm posting them Jones on TikTok and Instagram, Facebook, and all that. I think that's
yeah.
what I'm gonna keep my focus on. I'm working on my baby pops to publish a poem book. I got like 2 books already ready. I'm doing this down through Amazon, self published.
That's what's up. Hey, listen. Uh, and more power and prosperity to that. Hopefully, everything does go where y'all want it to go. Like I said, just the main thing to remember though, no matter what the issue or no matter what the problem is, don't quit. Keep doing what you got to
Oh,
do.
it's the whole point. Listen, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the thought of me there's a chance of me probably losing my arm after this surgery or what. But I've been on these books just writing everything out. Like it's crazy as shit. Like if I don't write it down, I feel anxious.
Nah, but that's what you're supposed to do. Anytime you got anything, it doesn't matter if it's poetry, even if it's just your simplest thoughts and ideas on certain things, write it down.
Hey, that's what I do. I just write down. I'll find any little piece of paper, whatever. Like when I'm out, I just write something down on a receipt or whatever. I just be like, man, I had an idea. Just write it down. Then you'll figure it out. You know, any
Yeah.
little,
I ain't
any,
gonna lie. Like, I mean, Nate be inspiring me with a lot of the stuff that he says. Like I be listening to him on the bus rides. I be walking. Like I can't chat on the chat half the time because I'm a little caught up doing stuff. But I be listening. I'm like him, a couple more people.
hey, a lot of things that Nate say be on point, man. I'm like, come on, man. It's all about how people get what people are saying. You know, it's up to you
Yeah,
how you decipher it. You can't make nobody, understand, but even if they listen and get a little piece of inspiration, it's just what you get. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah. Nah, but that's how. Listen, this is my thing, and I appreciate y'all because again, y'all don't even have to really listen. Like I said, I've always said this one way or another, the message will get out and it'll be clear as day. Now, when people take something out of it, that's solely up to them. But I'm just saying something that should be, you know, a wide awakening eye for a lot of people. Again, this is a reason why we have a lot of situations the way we have them because again, we don't focus on ourselves. We don't uplift ourselves. We don't build ourselves. We don't believe in ourselves. Some of it is because of lack of knowledge. We feel, all right. Now you think about all the great things that were done. There's still great things that can be done. But again, you could be a part of that great structure and that greatness if you put your mind to it.
Man, I
And like
say,
prime example, if I know I got talents to reach to a high status, that's just like if I was gifted in basketball and I decided that was the road that I felt I was going to go. I'm doing it because not so much as the money. I'm doing it because that's probably something I like to do. There's some people who are playing sports and don't care about the money. They doing it because they love the sport. That gives them peace. It gives them something.
and then it could be,
Nobody stop them.
and then it could be vice versa. They care about the money, but they just good at what they doing.
Yeah.
It works different ways. It's like it depends on the person. Like me personally, dog, I just be sitting up here and I be like, okay, if you have an idea or something, you just throw it out there and see what happens. You never
Yeah.
know what might happen. I'm like, I ain't sitting out here trying to show you how to rob people. I'm not trying to teach you how to shoot people down. I'm not telling you nothing. All I'm doing is just get up here and just start talking. That's it. Not being
That's the
negative.
whole thing.
And then sometimes people feel like talking shit every now and again, just having fun, and then you gotta balance it out with that, and then speaking something that make a person think. You know what I mean? You got to balance it out. It's a balance act with it. You know?
Nah, that's a fact. Nah, but and that's the problem again. You got people that again, you so not destined on greatness. You just destined on, being miserable. But guess what? Not everybody gonna stand in that misery tank with you. If it's something in your life that you feel you lacking, if it's something that you feel you should be doing, then you need to get up and get to doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody gonna do it better than you.
Exactly. Like how somebody gonna do it better than you and they not you? Like I don't get that. Like how somebody gonna tell you to do something better than you and you doing it? Now you can get pointers from people every now and again, but nobody can really tell you how to do you unless you perfect how to do you. You know what I mean?
That's
You
why I
can,
say, listen, man, ain't nobody better than nobody. You're supposed to be fighting to become a better you, not better than the next person.
yeah, you ain't the better than nobody else because you know it's a lot of people live through other people, and then people don't understand that. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot of people like live through their kids, and they mess their kids up by trying to live through them. Your kid is not you. Like, you know what I mean? And then there's people that's older. Like when they get older, all of a sudden they get a brand new life and then they want a divorce and all like they trying to be something they should have been years ago, but now that they finally got it, they think they I don't know, man. People just enjoy and be you every day you here. It's never too late to not be you, if that makes sense. Be you. Nobody else can be you. Only you can do that. That's all I know, and I can tell people. You can listen to ideas, but only you is you. Perfect yourself. That's all I can say. And nothing wrong with you. Like you said, you was writing on the book. It could be one little thing you write down could inspire a whole book. Just one sentence, one thought can inspire a whole book. That's how it is with songwriting. I would write down one idea, and that one
That's a
idea
fact.
would inspire a whole song. You know what I'm saying?
But you ain't lying. That's how I write my poems.
Yeah, because you could have like three or four different ideas. One idea could inspire that whole book, and then that spin off to other ideas for other books. You know what I mean?
Is that me? Am I echoing?
Nah, I don't mind. How you doing? I'm Kennedy, by the way. If your name is,
You said Hennessy or Kennessy?
put a K in front of Hennessy, and you got it.
Okay, Kennessy. All right, bad, bad. All right, blessing,
Yeah.
blessing. I'm feeling. I'm good. I'm Rachel.
How you doing, Rachel?
Chilling, chilling.
So you said you coming out with a book, right?
Yeah, I be Nate. No, I'm really into like writing. I'm more into writing poems and stuff like that. I just started doing literacy poem. Not literacy, lyrical poems
Yeah.
along with what I'm doing. But right now I'm working on a short poems book, and I got the lyrical poem book on the side. Like I read a couple of those poems on Nate's channel not so long ago.
Do you test your thing behind like just playing the beat and you doing like poetry
Yeah,
behind
I
it?
done that. Yeah,
So I
but
can
I'm not a
always
rapper. Like I'm more of a writer. Like I don't like my voice behind the. How can I say? I don't like how I sound. So it kind of messes everything up.
I used to think my voice was too loud, was too not deep enough when I first started rapping, but I just kept doing it. And I'm like, the older you get, your voice changes a little bit, but it depends on the beat or whatever, your voice gonna sound different depending on how you present it. So
No, I ain't
don't
gonna lie. A lot of people say they want me to like rap and stuff, but they want me like to sing. They want me to do it in Spanish because they like how my voice sounds. But I don't like talking in Spanish. I definitely don't. I'm not gonna sing in Spanish because, like I said, I don't like how I sound point blank.
Hey, if you don't like the way you sound, just sit up and play with it. Sometimes you
I
have
ain't
to.
no Dej Love. I ain't no Eve. So listen, man.
Hey, but look, sometimes you have to be like, man. Sometimes you have to sit up and do it, make some, and then just listen to it yourself and be like, okay, I got this. I can do that because if you sound good doing it, you just have to get used to it. Because I used to do that back when I was first starting to do music. My voice was real like you remember the rapper youngster that was from here, just like Lil Wayne back in the day when he first started out. His voice is not, you know what I mean? Just have to see if
Maybe if
you.
I find somebody that can, help me with managing my like helping me with my vocal and all that, that's a different story. But right now, I know I got to work on my breathing and shit like that. I'm kind of good. I like the writing part.
Hey, but
More fun.
Well,
you know what I learned.
listen,
You have to do in order to do it like all the way through. Like if just think of if you're doing it as you doing it a live show. take a deep breath, and then you practice from there to see how far you can go, and then you have to finesse it to where you can do the whole
Exactly.
thing. You know what I mean?
Nah, that's what you always gotta do, no matter what. I'm gonna be honest with you, because trust me, there's things you can do. Prime example, I had a song that I wrote for an ex girl that passed away. Well, that was supposed to be technically the first baby mama.
That nigga
I
said
wrote
tech.
it. No, no, she was. She was supposed to be. She was. She passed away while she was still pregnant, bro. So,
Oh, sorry to hear that, man. Wow.
hey, so like I said, I had wrote something, and I didn't know if I was gonna rap it at first or if I was gonna sing it. And either which way, I had people who was like, "Yo, either which way it goes, son, that shit is tough, son. Like you speaking from the soul and you speaking from a deep place right there. Like I said, it don't matter if you rap, sing, or if you just the best at writing something. Again, the people got to be able to feel the pain. They got to be able to feel that emotion of what the situation is.
Yeah,
So again, and I'm
and
shoot, I can still technically lay that down. I had somebody trying to come at me recently. Yo, son, gotta come in the studio, bro. I know you still got that song, but yo, son, you wrote that shit, so I cried, son. Like he said, I felt your pain, bro. Like I said, nah. I said, listen, you know, when it gets done, it gets done. I said, I still might have something I want to tweak because I might want it to be, look, this is where you gonna feel everything from the beginning to the end.
yeah, but it's just like I tell you, like Nate, like you sitting up here right now, you can have that beat on in the background and then just have the sound recorder on and do it and then just listen to yourself and then like you'll know when you're supposed to like I always tell people, take a deep breath and do it. And then like certain parts you wanna like get quiet on and then come back and then do like the insert. But then when you do the insert before you punch yourself in on it, you can do all that. Like you can hear like where you want to be like, okay, I see why I need to do that, and just listen to yourself do it, and then perfect it like that before you even go in the studio. If that's what you want to do, if you're worried
Shit.
about how your voice sound, you know.
Yeah, that's the thing though. I ain't worried about another damn thing. I still got my vocals. I still got all of that. That's not the problem. I just, like I said, that part of me is not really where it was at before. Like, they would have been in there quick. Nah, so I don't care. I'm still in your studio time. Hold on, let me get this real quick. I ain't, like I said, that's just something that you do. I still got people that be like, yo, son, I know you got something in the book, son. When I do, you'll
I
know it.
I
Like I
just
said, I don't,
oh my bad. What you
nah, you
say, Nate?
good.
No, I
Nah, I
when I
said,
started doing music, man, I was just like dealing with it and shit. Before I moved to Houston back in the '90s, I was in Mississippi and shit. And then all I was hearing was like 3 6 Mafia, Player Fly, and all them 8 Ball, JG, UGK. I'm like, man, I can do that too. So I just started playing around with it. And then when I finally got around, I'm like, you know what? I started doing it. And I just kept going. I used to start recording back when you had the double tape on the radio on the radios that you used to get. And that's how I used to first start doing my music, using the double tape thing. You record one, and then when you record your sound on one, you put it on the other side, put another tape in there, play that, and then you do your other vocals on that. Save that, switch it around, play that. Like that's how we were first stacking and recording back in the days. But that's just some old school tactics we used to do. But I used to just sit in the, I didn't even know how to write bars. I used to start off with poetry back in school, but I used to listen to how long the people used to rap on where their verses was. That's how I first started trying to put together a bar or 16 bars or whatever. I used to be like, okay, they start at this point and they stop rapping at that point. That's how I first started understanding bars. You know, and that's just little stuff like, you know what I mean? You just have
yeah,
to sit up because everybody got a song in them if they want to put it out of them. Everybody got a song. They just need to sit up and just don't be afraid to do your song. But don't be out here like people that is, if it really is terrible, that's something different. But you could actually give that song to somebody that can actually sing or rap it. It's different ways you can do it, you know?
No, but that's why that's the main thing people gotta realize. You start somewhere, you build somewhere. If you can attack it from multiple angles, see, like with me,
Mhm.
I could have attacked that song rapping. I could have attacked it singing. I could have done them both. I actually had
Dog,
a song where I was doing both. And somebody was like, "Nah, this nigga is not real." Like, nah, it's just you know what you going to do. I'm
hey,
one taking out. I'm one take Nate when it comes to doing anything in the studio. I'm in there and I'm up out of there. I
hey,
come back for the ad libs and everything else the next day. Shoot.
Nate, you know what I say about that? That's BS because look how I did like when me and my homeboy did that song, My Lane. He was singing the first part, I was singing the second part, and we rapped on the song. Get it? It depends on how you want it to sound. You have to look at it and be like, okay, I need to not be as loud on this part, not be as loud, especially when you're singing. But when you're rapping, you have to do it the same way. He did the first half of singing, I did the second half of singing. So you can't tell nobody you can't do it once you get your lane on that. You know what I mean? You'll know pretty much how to put your voice up and down or level it out. You know what I mean?
You
You
forgot,
don't have
Kenny, again. I'm
you don't
one take. I'm one technique, nigga. Do not say it's one take. That's all you gonna get out of me. You gonna get rolled. They gonna be, oh, this nigga. Yep. Come back tomorrow for the ad libs.
nah,
Like, my
hey
job
Nate,
done.
hey Nate, cause that's how we used to have to work back then. We ain't have the pleasure of sitting up hours and hours. No, when you go in there, man, you got to be in there quick with it. You got to have it down. So we be practicing in the parking lot before we went in that booth. I'm like, those the old school days, late '90s, dog. You got to go in there. You got to be one take. You got to be. That has to be your mentality. You know what I mean? That just has to be your mentality. I even do that now, Nate. Even though I can record from my own crib, I still be like one take. No bullshit. Before I even power up the microphone and then the program I started working with right now, I said, man, I'm gonna work with something somebody probably got. You can download Cakewalk and that's a free download with everything. You know what I mean? So if y'all can download Cakewalk, that's a good one to start off working with because I was working with PreSonus and everything, but that costs money per month and all
I
that.
got well
You know,
with BandLab. I got that John on the computer. That's why I said I tried that John.
you got Cakewalk too?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what
that
I'm saying. Look, everything is gonna be different. You're gonna have different. You're gonna have different things that people use that work for them. Prime example, like I gave my friend insight on what I was using. They was like, "Yo, these thumbnails and these short videos, like, what you using?" I said, "I'm using a specific app." I said, "But the good thing about it, I said you might have to pay $40 for it, but it's
yeah,
one time pay. You pay one time and that's it. But you get unlimited everything on there. So that's what I'm
yeah,
saying. Like I told somebody, I said, look, people are going to use certain things. Some of them things might work for them. Some things might not work for them. But they'll find something that they could work with. That's the
yeah,
most important thing. If something don't work for you, find something that will.
yeah. And then some apps like that PreSonus app I was using, man, it's really technically like I'm not even an engineer, but I figured it out. But even engineers know like PreSonus is something else. You got if you really like into that, like that's an engineer's dream. That real technical, but something like Cakewalk, you can go through that and kind of figure it out. But then some people use Cubase still. Some people use what's the other one? It just depends on your tolerance of how you dealing with the app.
Mm-hmm.
You
That's
know
a
what I
lot.
mean?
I know
Huh?
there's a lot. So trying to get, there's a lot of apps. I know because there's a lot of people trying to get me to do the music thing. I'm over here like, nah. I might be somebody's ghostwriter, if anything.
That's what I'm saying. You would rather deal with the ghostwriting, but if you really set up and knew how to use that app, you'll sit up and be like, wow, I'm getting good. And you won't even tell nobody until you record something actually on that app. And then you'll be like, oh, I know how to do this to it. I know how to do that to it. And then you'll still be hearing your original voice in it without putting all that extra on it. You know what I mean?
That's why I said if I had somebody to work with, then maybe that's a different story. But me by myself, that ain't my thing. I gotta
Yeah,
say about the music, then I gotta sit here and think about these beats that I don't like doing. I'm not into that. It's not my thing. And
yeah,
figure out
I
what music
know
is
it.
gonna go with what song. I'm like, nah. If I had somebody to manage me, it's a different story. Like, nah.
It's not even just about that. If you find a beat that you like and then just go with it, there you
I've
can
done it.
start.
That's why I said I got a couple poems. I got a couple poems behind beats. Like, but I'm not. I'm more of the writing type. I like doing the poems, and it works out better for me though. On some real shit, reading the poems to people and stuff like that.
Hey, regardless of what man, that's how I started off writing poetry. But people like when you listen to it, I'm actually, it's a lot left out of it. I had to kind of simplify it on some things because it'll go over people's head too much when I'm doing certain things. You know what I mean? But I'm
Wait a minute. I guess
yeah.
we had some troll activity in here.
Oh no.
Snipers and vipers. I told you. Yo, this is what I'm saying. Look, this is a prime example again. I gotta bring this back about respect. A person that don't respect themselves enough to just damn go lick a llama's nuts and stay the hell up out this chat. Like, come on now, bro. Like,
Hold on. You said vipers were vipers.
yeah, they forgot they in a damn chat with snipers and vipers. Nobody's playing that. Look here. If you don't have something interesting to say, if you really have something that you feel you need to get off your chest, that link is pent up, fool.
Yeah, the link
Stop,
right there. Hey, just
stop
because
being no,
just because
excuse me, I gotta say it again.
hey
Stop being a
Nate,
bitch about things.
hey Nate, hey Nate, tell them just because we up here uplifting don't mean we can go there with you. We can't like you don't know. Like if we sitting up here chilling and then you come in here with that,
Pew
everybody
pew pew
everybody
pew.
everybody's up here certified to light you up. You know what I mean? Like, come on now, we try to be uplifting, but if
I
you
could have
don't,
lit this fool up with a poem or some bars, and that's the problem. Again,
hey,
people not respecting themselves and not loving themselves enough to say, you know what, I'm gonna just leave shit be because it makes me look stupid at the end of the day. These
hey
are the type
Nate,
of people we can't be around either. Hold on, Tiara, what's going on, baby?
hey Nate, I'm finna go refill my drink because I think they're gonna feel froggy and jump up here and see how you really get down, Nate. I think they're gonna
They're not doing no
try.
such thing because if this
I
person really
don't
has
know.
some sort
If
of,
they pop it
if
out
this
like
person
that, I
has
do
some
got
sort of
something
value,
to
bro,
say.
listen. If this person really has something to honestly say, they would have said it already. When people like this are just inclined on trying to mess up the content, they only make themselves look stupid. So keep looking stupid out there in that basement, baby.
Hey, hey Nate,
Yo,
hey,
I'm about to bring the
hey
piece back. I'm
Nate,
about to start reading these poems to get down from the pen.
hey Nate, I'm finna go refill
I'm
my
gonna be
drink
extra petty.
because
Forget that. I'm gonna be
I
extra petty. Tell your mom I want my oxtails and my damn soup. I'm not playing. I'm coming to the crib soon, son.
that nigga said I'm not even paying for it. Just goddamn it, just have it for free.
We gotta build some caskets for Nate, yo. We gotta build some caskets for the trolls. It's a
I don't know.
funeral coming soon.
I don't know what it is. Nate always attract the trolls for some reason. I don't even be knowing what be going on. I just come up here and Nate already have trolls on deck. It's like they waiting on it. I'm finna go get me a drink and I'm finna come back. I'll be right back, Nate. Already.
Nah, you good. But that's what they
Nate
want.
in here
Like I
making
said.
future predictions. You see that? Nate, you predict the future. How you do that? Miss HPTR on the tree. She got me
Oh no, no,
geeking.
no. I see people up in here, man. I see people up in here, but see, this is what I'm saying though. You gonna have people again that they don't respect themselves because they don't love themselves and they don't know how to just move on with their life. I wouldn't care if this person was somebody that was here before, part of the group, or somebody that just upset behind something I said or did. You could kiss the whole left side and the right side because ain't none of y'all taking away from what's being said. You That's the problem. Y'all again don't know how to uplift people. You know how to destroy, or you try to destroy, but you don't know how to build. When one of you heifers could prove me wrong on something, maybe just maybe I'll actually let you troll in here. I might give you a day to let you troll in here, but then again, y'all all gonna say the same stupid shit. So again, why put myself around there? Ain't that the lesson today? Not being around disturbances and people that really don't believe. So why would I put myself around a person that can't even get up out their fucking house and go do something? I bet you can't walk to the store. I bet you can't walk to the store without looking over your back. Oh, look at little tender vittles. No, no. Oh shoot. See, this is a problem. Like I was saying before, people don't know how to enjoy life. Learn to live your life and enjoy it. Learn to laugh sometimes. Maybe you won't be as uptight. Or if you go get you some in your life that you actually need, you wouldn't be having to waste your time worrying about what a grown man talking about. See, when you start acting like a grown up, I could treat you like one. But I'm gonna have to treat you like a snotty nosed kid. When grown folks are talking, keep your ugly, musty ass up out the chat, motherfuckers. Keep it out your motherfucking chat. That's what you're supposed to do. And that's what I'm gonna keep doing. Because half of y'all would not have the same energy even coming towards actual building and growth. So don't waste my time with people like you. Society.
People just don't know any better to do. I
Nah,
don't
but
get this troll thing.
I don't get it either. Like I said, this pandemic, in my opinion, created a lot of these troll babies. This is what happens. Like I said, you're not gonna sit there and do something. You know, you're not gonna do nothing. Definitely ain't gonna do nothing. Only thing you're gonna keep doing is being a distraction. But then again, we don't pay attention to distraction. No, you waited till almost towards the end. Don't want to come and be a part of something. No, no. They Keith, we know that shit. They hate to hear the truth though. It's not that you just a clown. It goes back to what I've been saying every other time I had a chance to say it. You don't got nothing else outside of this internet right here. I guarantee you unplug this internet for about 3 days. You probably done lost your mind.
Yo,
I
what's
gotta unplug this
Napoleon
shit for a
syndrome?
week. Look, I gotta plug this shit for a week. You think I'm gonna be worried about every little damn thing? No. But y'all gonna be worried about me because y'all love hanging on the side of these nuts for some reason. So sorry. Come on now, grow up. If you really got something to say to somebody, if you got an issue with somebody, like I've been saying, you either pull up or shut the fuck up. It's just that simple.
Facts. And in Spanish, he says panas. Panas son las que le gustan.
All right, that's just the truth. Cause come on now, like what set of rocks are you smoking that you just can't get the picture? Your kind is not welcome here. Your kind has nothing to say. And even if you thought you have something to say something that's factual. Make me actually get mad about something. Damn. Like, come on. Like, you're just being an annoyance. It's almost like the mosquitoes in the summertime. As much as you want to kill all of them, unless you get away from the area where they really heavy at, you're going to keep getting bit. So I'm not going to keep getting bit by these ugly ass, no pussy, no dick getting trolls. Sorry. Sorry. You kind of ruined the content tonight, but it didn't matter. Fuck out of here. Grow up, nigga. I'm telling you. You're going to feel better when you actually do something constructive with your life outside of trolling. Again, You want to choke? I'm gonna show you how to choke. Tell your mama I'll be there for my damn handmaids and grits in the morning, and she better have my grits over easy. Fuck that. Getting on my goddamn nerves. Grow up. 2024, nigga. When you
Ages, man,
gonna
that
grow
turned
up?
Nate into Ike.
Turn into a whole nigga overnight for no reason. See, this is the problem. They want that side to come out. I'm gonna give you another side. You definitely gonna be like, oh, this man here. I ain't fucking with you. Leave me alone.
Nate, they
You'll
always
find out.
Nate, they always fucking with you, don't they? They always find a way.
Nah, they just be smoking rocks. Cause they ain't had nothing to say this whole damn time. You just came in well after the 2 hour mark. And this is what I notice about a lot of them. They will come late. I'm kind of glad the notifications be kind of messed up on YouTube to a degree. It keeps you sucker ass niggas from fucking saying shit and doing shit.
And then that nigga
Like,
back up the truck while you got the live going. They fucking
nah,
with
nah, that was me coming out. Nah, that was me coming out my gate. I'm at work. Yeah,
oh so you doing the
yeah,
that nigga said they
no,
waited.
no, that's just me. But you know, like I said, the main thing tonight, and again, this is what it's about: having some sort of self-respect about yourself. I don't gotta like you, but I'm gonna respect you. I'm gonna respect you enough. I don't have to like you, but I'm gonna respect whatever decisions or whatever choices you making in life. If it ain't harming me, what the hell do I care?
Nate said this motherfucker waited till right well after the 2 hour mark to come in there with that.
Nah, and they always seem to do that dumb shit towards the end of a show, or they
Yeah.
want to try to do it early in the beginning. But guess what? You still ain't taking away from the content, fool, because the message has been clear as day. And this is an uplifting spirit right here. So I'm gonna uplift you up out that casket and burn your ass one more again.
Like a
I ain't need to hurt. We make them
Oh
casket
shit!
controls.
Captain Kirk
Hold
said,
on,
Captain
hold on.
Kirk,
I'll be back. I felt disrespect.
hey, what's up? Hold on. You still there? I don't know if she's still
Nate
there.
went down. He gotta come back.
Hold on, man. You know I'm higher than a mountain goat. I forgot your name again. Don't get mad.
Yo, he came back with the Edward Scissorhands. Oh, I'm dead.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
let me put my best little eulogy outfit on. Let me see. Let me see,
that
damn
boy,
it.
boy looking like that boy looking like finesse 2 times in that picture.
Ain't nobody ever treat me like a sucker. Never that. Ain't no troll, no bitch, now bitch. Ah man, but you know, like, but this is the thing though, all in all though, ain't get away from the true facts. Like prime example with you riders, if that's what you're gonna do the ghost writing and everything for right now. If it's comfortable where you at, then do it. But at
I don't
some
have no
point,
problem.
guess what? The ghost riders always end up coming out at some point. And trust me.
It's gonna be a beast with the Ghost
We know.
Rider.
Look at Ashanti.
Yep.
Now you gotta think about it. Look at it. Yeah, DMX was a ghost rider before he came out and blew up. So a lot of
Mm.
people that was even the dude that was writing for Drake at one point probably would have been something big. But you know, again, it's like you just gotta do what you gotta do. Wherever you fit in, wherever you feel is the most comfortable
Right
at,
now, I'm
do
putting
what you
my
do.
poems. The music I worry about later. Like I could turn all my poems into music on some real shit. People don't even see that. Like all I gotta do is find the right beat.
How do you know
But
people
right now, my
don't?
focus is putting these poems into a book. Like they minds. I could read them on any panel. Like you have to, like yo, if anybody tries to steal this, John, prove to me that you did this before you heard it on any type of social media because it's on pen and paper. You see this? Look, pen and paper. Neil, it's my content, my books, all of them. Like we could battle this shit out in court. People like, yo, copyright that. It's already copyrighted. It's right here. It's on pen and paper. This is my copyright right here, the original. Can't nobody steal this.
Hey, you know what? People be trying to do
I've
that.
done my research.
Hey,
No, I've done
but
my research. That's why I said I'm ready to publish. Like, fuck it. I'm ready to publish. I've got enough to put down at least 2 books to start off and keep going because me and Nate was talking the last time. Listen, man, out of one poem, you could out of one rough draft on some real shit, whether it comes out as a poem form or not, even one poem, you can make up to 20 to 30 short poems. You just got to keep thinking and keep thinking, or even observing. Like I said,
That's
people
what
here,
I.
like Nate,
That's
the
what I be
word. Certain
you.
people motivate me. They inspire me with their stories. I write down what they're saying and what they say right there after it's like a little rough draft. Then I put that into some poetic justice. That's it.
That's what I told you. Like this is how I be doing. I just be writing down any little thought I have. I go back and look at that thought, make a whole song about it, and then
That's a
that song would
fact.
trigger another song. That song would trigger an idea for me doing a show. I'll do a live show just by one thought. Like any thought can trigger many things if you're creative. You know what I
All
mean?
right, I'm gonna. Yep, facts. I'm gonna read y'all these couple poems. A couple of them don't got names. I got two of them with names because these the last ones I made today, and I think two of them. Listen, they a lot of them is from certain passages from my old poems, but at the end of the day, I use that to end up making the poem from whatever idea that I got from whatever person. Listen, it doesn't even matter. But listen, I'm gonna bless y'all with a couple poems. Some, like I said, they don't got names, so I'm just gonna read them.
Go ahead, girl.
But
Do that.
it, it says, "Who are we? So ignorant to the facts. There's no loyalty left in this world. Don't need no new friends. Alone looking at the mirror, asking, where's the loyalty, respect, the morals in life, lost in a sea of deceit and lies, searching for the truth in a world so unkind. Where have all the loyal hearts gone?" That's the first little short poem right there.
Oh, that was good.
Then here we go. Who are we to judge? Look around. If war came, we drop like flies. That's how divided we are. Bullets fly in the air like the 4th of July. In this world of chaos and fear, we point fingers, never coming near to understanding each other's pain. Instead, we choose violence again and again. Who are we to claim superiority when all it takes is a spark for us to save? I mean, I'm so sorry. When all it takes is a spark for us to see that beneath the surface, we're all the same, just trying to survive in this endless game. So I'm still
Hey,
searching for
you
a
know
title on
what?
this
Hey,
one.
you know what? You can do your own little series about who are we, just starting with that.
Oh yeah, I do.
Because
I got it already.
now look, think about it. All you have to do is look at the news and it's a different point of who are we. Get it? And then
Yeah.
you said 4th of July, which is my birthday, by the way. I just had to throw that in there. My
Get your
birthday
punk
is
ass out of here talking about your goddamn birthday. Shut up.
hey, hey,
Yeah,
Nate,
we got
hey,
this. I'm
Nate,
like,
I
I
had
mean,
to weasel my way into this shit some kind of way, Nate.
They don't weasel your way into nothing, man. See, there you go with that
these
light skin
poems
stuff I
different
be
than
talking
others
about.
that they talk about though. That's why I said like, yo, I'm about to pop on there and read
That
these
boy
because
said
some
that
of my
license.
poems do be hitting with what Nate be talking about.
Yeah.
So like it's
No, I
crazy.
definitely do.
This one, this one has no title, but it goes like this. Babies crying, adults running, kids dying, caskets no bigger than 3 feet lying. Heaven's playground getting full, God getting furious. In this world of chaos and despair, we're all curious. Guns blazing, sirens wailing, tears falling, innocent lives lost, mothers calling, the darkness consuming us, our hearts breaking. Where is the love? Where is the peace? In a world filled with hatred and deceit, we must come together, make a stand for the future generations and the fate of this land.
Those actually bars he's spitting when you think about it. I'm serious. You just have to finesse it over a beat. Those are actually bars. I'm
All
serious.
right.
I'm not bullshitting with
I
you.
know. Listen, man. That's why I said people want to do the music. I'm just not focused on that. Publish this first, and then think about music. I don't know. Listen, I'll work about it. I'll figure it out. But right now, I'm only doing this because, like I said, look, this accident left me messed up. I can't work, so why not take my time and do what I'm good at?
Yeah.
Exactly. That's
Nah,
what you
that's the thing. Like I said, that's for anybody. If you gotta sit down for a small period of time, find the things that again, not so much that you talented in, find the things that actually bring you peace and joy and bring you some sort of closure in your mind. Shoot, I'm about to get back in my bag at some point. He gonna be really upset with me. This is gonna be eulogy balls from now on. He gonna be upset like this nigga over
what you say,
here.
Nate? What you say, Nate? It's gonna be eulogy. It's gonna be tabernacle on them, Nate. You gonna be like,
Nah, listen. You got funeral fab. Now you got eulogy Nate. Oh God, I'm gonna be reading you your straight eulogy. That's it. Like I'm not gonna be playing around with nothing no more when it comes to anything. And I think at some point I'm bringing back that poetry night.
Hey,
It's true.
Nate, what you said is gonna be eulogy, Nate. Oh, no, dog. Hey, dog, you gotta get what you do. Cause I remember you were doing your poetry, dog. I be remembering all this,
Listen,
man.
this one was inspired by Nate. Nate be having some when Nate be in here, he be spitting some gems. Like, look, listen, I got this one out listening to
Nate
Nate.
too. I just
In
be
the
talking.
shadows. Oh shit, my bad.
No, go ahead, girl. My bad.
In the shadows, hate brews deep. Love is a whisper, hard to keep. Blind eyes turn from the pain till it's. Ugh. My bad. Let me start over. In the shadows, hate brews deep. Love's a whisper, hard to keep. Blind eyes turn from the pain till it's their turn. Life and disdain. Silent cries fall on deaf ears. Hearts grow cold with unshed tears. Given is Given is a scarce, taken thrives till it hits close, shattered lives. No one notices the hate that spreads, not enough love in our threads. Given seems like a lost art till reality tears us apart. My bad, I stuttered a little bit.
Hey, you know what? Your
Like, yo,
poetry,
that one was inspired by his lives. Yo, shut the
your
fuck up.
poetry is actually bars. Cause you'll break like this is what I'm telling you. You can put it in poetry and then you can do the poetry and then release it as an actual song all at one time. The way you're doing it. I'm just giving you an idea. I'm just saying.
And it's like I've already got a poem that's called "Who Are We?" Right? And Nate talks about how much we should be ashamed of the stuff that we do around our kids, right? And I made this poem called "We Lost Our Roots," right? And
Okay,
it goes like
go
this:
ahead. Go
in a
with it.
in a world in a world so divided, we've lost sight of truth. Mistaken illusions lead to our own ruin. Claiming to honor ancestors, but they disapprove. Ignorant of facts, we should feel ashamed and moved. Failing to recognize the damage we sow, blindly following paths that lead us low. Disregarding wisdom from those who came before, lost in our egos, we ignore the core. Let's break down these barriers, unite as one, embrace the lessons from the days long gone, respect our roots and learn from mistakes made past, for only then can true harmony last.
Exactly.
Facts.
Now,
But
if y'all listen
I love
closely
that.
to how Nate talks and how Nate spits his gems, and y'all listen to what I just wrote, go back.
man, I've
Nate
been
is
knowing
spitting
Nate
Libby in his bag.
didn't have jewels, but I just be hating on him because he colored. That's all.
Hey,
See, this is why I don't like. This is why I don't like.
hey,
This is why I don't listen. This is why I don't let light skinned muskrats on my panel. See, you coming in with that stupidness, huh? Oh, you must want to take the troll's place today, because I still got balls for your ass too, nigga. Don't do it. Got the nerve to call yourself Hennessy. What you supposed to be a former Hennessy? Better go sit your ass down before you get mincemeat out here, son. No, son, you gotta leave me alone, son. Try not to go
Look,
on my bag.
me and Nate would sit up here all night and talk shit if they really wanted to climb in the middle of me. When me and Nate talking shit, we be going at each other, but if somebody else jump into it, they just jump into it, man. I fuck with Nate. And then me and Nate just sit up here and be having a conversation just like this, and a troll will pop up and we'll go straight at them. That's just how we do. We be like, hold up, we got time for you too now. Don't get it twisted. Cause that's what we do, man. I'm like, everything you said, I'm telling you, you can put those same lyrics, but some of the things you said in there, like you would say like the first part of it, and then some of it would be an ad lib where you have to go back and do that part of it in there. It'll still be saying the same thing, but it have to be on the right beat. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah,
To
I
say the
understand.
same thing. You can do the poetry and the R&B slash rap with that. That's all I'm telling you. You got bars and poetry. I'm just giving you your props. You know what I mean?
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's a fact. Listen, I'm
I'm,
gonna read these three ones.
I'm
These
not
were
a
inspired
hater.
by
I'm
the
a
word.
hater at all. I'm not a
No, I know
hater.
you're not. You speaking facts. I got my little shorty over here rushing me. So I'm about to read these three little poems right here. These were
Man,
inspired by
go ahead, girl.
he's not in here, and I'm about to hop onto the chat so that way I can keep on chatting with y'all. Cause I'm a mama kangaroo. I'm telling y'all, I got a little kangaroo right here. I need to carry. I need to make a little pocket that the
Man,
kangaroo can carry them.
that that's
Little
beautiful.
Joey's.
Head around you though. That's beautiful.
But all right, this one has no title, but it goes like this, right? And shout out to the word because I'm telling you, these last three poems, like he's been in his bag. But it goes like this: in a world obsessed with fame, lost in a digital game, true value lies within. Freedom is where we begin. Self love is the key to unlock our empathy. Kings and queens lost in a screen. Few left to gr- few left to guide few left to guide the dream. Teach our youth what's real, the power they can feel. In a world of likes and shares, true treasure is in self care. Damn, I messed up on that. Hold on, let me
Just,
repeat
hey,
that.
look, just take a breath. Hey,
Hold
look,
on,
look, just take a breath. You got it. Just take a breath, and then just, cause you
I'm about
just
to
take
light
a
my
deep
Dutch and I'm
breath.
about to read this to
Just
y'all.
take a deep breath real quick, cause I'm with you on that. I got
All right, in a world obsessed with fame, lost in a digital game, true value lies within. Freedom is where we begin. Self love is the key to unlock our empathy. Kings and queens lost in a screen. Few left to guide the dream. Teach our youth what's real, the power they the power they can feel. In a world of likes and shares, true treasure is in self care. So my bad if I get stutter, but I'm about to go on to the
oh,
next one real
you
quick.
got it. You got it. It's
Once
just
again,
something. You got it. You just have to. You hear it. You got to finesse it. I get. I heard everything.
Once again, shout out to the word. All right, this one goes out like this. So many voices full of ideas, solutions abound, but fall on deaf ears, blind to the answers right in front of their ears, complaining endlessly, a never ending race. Inaction speaks louder than words, opportunities missed, like flightless birds, ignoring the whispers of change in the wind, refusing to see what they could rescind. The world waits for those who will dare to open their eyes and truly care. So many with solutions untold, yet choose to stay silent, leaving problems unfold.
That's what's
Exactly.
up.
Yeah. Exactly. And
And
I'm telling you, you can double promote that with that and put it to any kind of music you want to.
oh yeah, like
Because
I said,
you
I'm
get
gonna
what
put
I'm
it on the
saying?
book, and I want to do it like that first, and I want to give on that book the credits to the people that inspired me, because a lot of these poems have been inspired listening to these people on here, so I want them to know, like, look, listen, I'm giving y'all roses, because regardless, I'm not perfect, I'm far beyond perfect, and I'm still learning at the same time, and when y'all speak, listen, it just shows me something and it teaches me something more. I'm not dropping it. I'm just, taking into consideration everything that y'all give out, every word y'all put out, every piece of advice. It's up to who, so when people give advice, it's up to you how you take it. And you
And
can
that's
leave it
what I
or
was
with
saying.
it.
You gotta take it advice, but it don't mean your path
Mhm.
is different from everybody else. But you have to take advice and see what works for you, if that makes sense. You know?
Facts.
And then
But
like
it's
when you have to, like when you said the accident making you write more, take this time to be doing all that writing. And you know what this reminds me of? When the dude Misery, when the dude had to sit up there and write or whatever, when he had that accident. That's what this kind of reminds me of. You remember that movie, right? When dude had to sit there and write, just sit there and write, girl. You on the right path. I'm telling you. Some
All right, I'm
had to
about to read y'all this.
some had to sit you down in order for you to get that feeling back in you. You know what I mean?
I was no before this accident. I was fucking. I had started working again, 2 jobs, and I was up and down for the community. I'm just giving and giving. That's why I'm like, yo, this set me my ass down. Like I was
Yeah,
too busy trying to help others when I haven't even picked myself up yet.
exactly. And then you know what? For a lot of years behind the scenes, and then I've always told people this. I was giving even when I didn't have it, but I never received anything back.
Mhm.
But I felt good about giving, and then when I cut it off and said enough is enough, I started
People
in
get
the
mad.
huh.
I said people get mad when you do that. Oh, shit.
Yeah, they get mad at it, but that means you didn't understand what I was doing at first. You never gave me shit, but you're mad because I want to focus on myself. You get it? So I cut all that off. You know what I mean? I don't care who you was. I cut it all off.
That's my focus right now. Name is what I want to do. Like right now, I'm trying to get. Like I'm still into the community thing, but so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna focus more on trying to get this community center up, see how I can get it, so who I can team up and partner up with to get these kids the resources. But right now, I gotta take the time to heal and take care of me because if I
Yeah,
lose
you
my arm and I lose my whole side of my body, because listen, man, permanent nerve that I didn't even know that it was that serious. I'm over here thinking, man, I messed something up inside. Yo, they gonna sit here and say every disc in my body is messed up. I got permanent nerve damage. I say what? I said
and you
one more move, I'm handicapped. I'm like,
hey,
no, y'all telling me I can't work no more. I'm like, I'm gonna do something.
but that's what had to sit you down to start taking care of yourself when you wasn't realizing you was supposed to do that first. You know what I mean? Because I had to sit my ass down and start taking care of me when they wasn't giving a damn about when I gave a damn about them. It's sometimes the reality has to hit you. People don't fuck with you like you fuck with them. You get me? It don't
Mhm.
matter who it is, even though it might hurt your soul. But it didn't take me that long to realize they don't fuck with me. You know what I mean?
So I'm
Sometimes
gonna
it
try to
don't
get this
take you
message
that long. Sometimes you kind of know when people don't fuck with you, and then you just be like, it's crazy that something fucked up has to happen to you for you to sit back and understand people don't care about you. You get
yeah.
it?
That's
I
it.
have
See,
poetry too.
things happen for a reason. Like I'm here doing this for a reason because, like I said, like I love writing poetry and I've always done it. But something in me is just telling me get it all out there. Or I'm doing it for a reason. I've had plenty of times to do this before, but for some reason it's happening now.
And
So it's kind of
sometimes
crazy how it's
you have to
King,
look,
I'll finish speaking, bro.
dog.
No,
Dog.
she was still talking while you was just getting ready to. I didn't even hear
I'm
the last part she just said.
I'm just getting it. It's getting to me kind of slow, so I'm just reacting when I hear it.
Nah,
See,
you good, but I'm just trying to let you know, like she was still talking. That's why I said it. I know you got a delay on your end, bro.
oh, okay, bet.
no, I'm just saying like things happen for a reason and I've already learned and realized that. So if this is happening for whatever reason, I'm not gonna sit here and search for the answers. I'm just going with the flow. I said I ain't fighting it. I ain't arguing it. Like all this is happening the way it's happening for a reason. I'm not where I want to be. I'm where I'm supposed to be, and that's how I'm seeing life lately.
I feel you on that. Um, I gotta cut this short in a little bit. Apparently, my phone about to die, and I
Oh
think I
Shout
gotta
shit!
out
go.
to your
No,
phone.
no, and I'm mad. I think I gotta go borrow the damn job charger. I thought I had my
Uh,
charger. I did it again. I thought I had my fuck. I'm about to karate chop myself in the scalp. This is the
Shout
second
out,
time within this week I done did something like that. I'm like, damn, you didn't bring the charger, baby. The hell you doing? Like, shoot.
yeah. So I was gonna
shout
read
out
this
to
one, but
your
I'm
phone
gonna leave it
charger.
for the next time because your phone about to die.
Yeah, you go ahead. I'm gonna let you read out that last poem.
R.I.P.
I'm
to
gonna
his
let y'all
phone.
get y'all last little whatever's out. Wait a minute. Raiders, what's going on, baby?
Look at my hair, little girl.
I'm telling you. It's almost about that time. She about to start karate chopping. Like, come on,
Yeah,
mama.
yeah. This one, shout out to the weird
Hey,
shit
Nate.
because he has his time to do these last. My bad. My bad. All right,
I
let me
had
finish
to
real quick.
shout out.
He has his.
We doing this again, man. I'm about to put you on mute. Go ahead, Riders. You go.
All right, I'm gonna finish it real quick. All right, then I'm gonna let y'all talk because I gotta go to the chat. I'm down to the chat.
No,
All right, it's
you
called
got it.
Blue.
got
It's
it. You
called "Who
got
Are We to Judge?" And shout out to the word, real shit. Like, yo, he has inspired me to do these last three poems. And I'm not gonna lie, everybody out here loves these last three poems that I just read to y'all, including the ones that Nate has motivated me to write. So this one's called "Who Are We to Judge?" And it goes like this: Who are we to judge? Can we just come together? Y'all say the white man is only racist. So why can't we put our pride to the side and stop killing each other? You forget the youth watching? Let me take a step back and ask you this. Why do we continue to perpetrate? Oh my God, the word said that word so right. Why do we continue to perpetrate this cycle of hate? I just messed it up and I said it right when I was writing it. We
told
need to
you.
rise above and
Take a
show
deep
unity.
breath. Take a deep breath. Perpetrate. Per.
Perpetrate.
Yeah.
Perpetuate.
Yeah.
Perpetuate.
Yeah.
Let me take a step back and ask you this. Why do we continue to perpetuate this? Oh, I hate that way that comes out. Cycle of hate. We need to rise above and show unity for the sake of our future generations. It's not too late. It's time to break down these walls of division and stand hand in hand, regardless of race or religion. We have the power to make a change if only we try. Let's set aside our differences and reach for the sky.
You know
Sounding
what?
like Woody from Buzz Lightyear. Reach
No,
for the
look,
sky. Was that
what you saying is so cold, but sometimes people take kindness for weakness. You said we have to
perfect?
set aside our differences, and then when you set your differences aside, people take advantage of you thinking like that. You know what I mean? You saying some great things, and sometimes people
See,
take
if
advantage
you
of
if you heard the word, you would understand the poem on why I wrote it that way. It's kind of like you have to hear the word talk. So
you.
I'm
No,
kind of like
I
putting
understood.
everything he said into a story.
I
Yeah.
understood the poem. I understood the poem perfectly, and you are just like me. I hope people get it, but it's like we can't help everybody that don't want to get it. I understood
No,
everything.
I'm not here to help everybody. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I've been learned that, but regardless of anything,
What you said, you and everybody cup of tea. Like
I ain't
what?
everybody's cup of tea. Shit, I know that. Like I've sat here. Listen, man. Nate took me under his wing here when I was going through it, and I've learned a lot. Like I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Like I've even listen. I make caskets for a reason. He taught me how to do the eulogy. I just never had to use it on nobody. So,
Now you
Sometimes
leave that part to me.
building caskets, hashtag pedophiles. We putting them all away, but he over here putting trolls in caskets. So
man,
I'm
what? And
ready.
then it's like people like us. We know how to love people, but it's people that come in that don't know how to love themselves and others. That's the point of this situation. We sitting up here,
Mhm.
all of us sitting up here, we can tell we love people and love each other, but other people don't get it. And that's what we're saying. You know what I mean? They try to attack it, if that makes sense.
Well, the whole point is to keep going. Those that want to listen can listen. Those that don't want to listen can keep it pushing. I said I
Yeah,
learned a lot from you, from Nate and the word. I learned a lot. Listen, man, I could claim to be tough. I'm a whole time, but I could claim to be tough all I want. But Nate and the word taught me, man, YouTube is worse than these streets out here. They could try to bring
man,
you down real bad.
YouTube has
You have
made
to stand
people.
tall with your head held high on this joint. You
YouTube
bullies
has
out
made
here ain't shit compared to the bullies out here.
YouTube has made people take their own lives because people are worried about what other people think. Ain't that sick? Ain't it crazy? How are you worried about somebody online you never met, but the people that's most close to you in your life do you worse than the people on YouTube? And then how are they gonna deal with it? I tell people, man, you gotta start with yourself. It don't matter who it is. You know what I mean? I just don't get it, man. And then, man, it's good to meet
I'll
people
get
like
down real
y'all.
quick. My shorties over here. I
It's
want
people like y'all that need to
what's your
be.
name, sir?
I'm Kennedy. Put a K in front of
Yeah,
Hennessy.
Tennessee, Tennessee.
Hey,
All
I got a poem. I got a
right,
poem. Would
let's
you like to share
ride.
it? Can I share it? I'm like Jerome. Can I share it?
Let's Yeah, let me get to the chat real quick before like Nate said, they karate chopped me. They hit me in the throat like Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee, and I end up in the news. I'm the next one in the casket. Mommy didn't want to pay attention to me.
Oh,
I
those are
got cut the
bars.
throat.
Nah, you do what you gotta do, Riders, and I appreciate you for bringing up your pieces of work. Definitely, like I said, I'm about
Thank
to. I
you.
don't know. At some point, I'm definitely going to bring back poetry night. I'm it's not just going to be poetry. I'm gonna definitely be bringing some comedy and some other shit in there, like I've been doing. And
Nate, why you looking like finesse 3 times with a wig on and that? Man.
I don't know. I was going to ask you why your breath smell like alligator spit, but that's another question for another day.
Yeah, my goddamn.
Next year, what's going on, baby?
Hey, I was fucking with the whores that night. You can't blame me for that. They was down there. They were getting it in. Stay out my business, Nate.
This is what happens when I let albino reptiles up here. See what happens, y'all? See what happens? On that note,
Leave my
now you
goddamn.
got something you got
Uh,
something you want to say to people before I close it out, though?
all I have to do is say, man, salute to you, Nate, and salute to everybody chimed in. Salute to the chat, even the haters, man, and salute to old girl that just got up off here, man. Her poem, I felt all of that. And then she could easily do that with music and everything. She can go a long way with it and take your time and don't try to please people. You got something. And Nate, salute to you, man. And then I'll live to talk shit another day with you, dog. Much love to you.
You already know Salamander Face. I definitely see you in these streets.
You
Nah, you my
goddamn,
face,
you
nigga. Like,
goddamn, you goddamn baboons, uncle. Don't get me to talking shit, Nate.
yo, if anybody in the zoo is missing an albino tiger, here you go, right here. He popped up on the panel somewhere.
This nigga, this nigga broke out when the George Floyd ride was out. Goddamn, he was in the zoo, goddamn. Goddamn, I fuck with you, Dave. But man, much love to you, man. I know you got to get off here, man. Much love, dog.
Yeah, you already know, bro. Y'all more than welcome to always pop in. Same thing, Riders. You already know what it is, baby. Appreciate everybody that tuned in tonight. For those who might have just been tuning in, you're going to have to catch this replay. I'm going to have to let this phone charge. I might see some of y'all definitely in these streets. And I think I might actually do that this week. But it won't be on Thursday night. I could be bringing back special poetry night. Real spill, baby. Keith, I told you to keep Bruno, man. How you gonna get the forklift drivers? How you gonna get the forklift drivers and you trying to, man, keep your nephew for about 12 weeks, man. Stop playing. Ain't on my nerves, man. Don't come in here with that trying to push him back over here. I sent him to you for a reason. I'm over here working. Nah, but it's always a good thing to bring to the people, a great conversation. Even when you got the haters. Word, don't talk about somebody don't take no phones. You better go check them shorts. Trust me, there's more coming. Look at my face. There's more coming. Nah, but it's always great, always a great pleasure to bring something to the people, even when it's an uplifting talk or just a serious talk or just a talk in general. See, I know how to have communication skills with people. I think this is why the trolls hate me. My bad. I know how to talk and you don't. My bad. My bad. My bad. But again, we got people in here that can help you in more than one way, shape, or form. Solely up to you, though. I ain't trying to live your life and I ain't trying to dictate your life. I'm just giving you some simple advice. Oh, I think I'm going to put that down next week. Oh, oh. Yeah, I'm bringing back poetry night. Don't worry. But again, y'all stay safe. Enjoy your evenings, though. And I see some of y'all running in these streets, definitely. You're in the Matrix. I'm everywhere. Wait, word. Mr. Anderson. Yes, Mr. Anderson. Go check them shorts out, too. Trust me, your boy been working. Still working. You already know, Cage. You already. But again, we going to definitely chop back up in the morning. Shoot, we had this little early morning cypher. See how it's paying out. And I could be bringing another discussion tomorrow night. I'm gonna drop the link in case anybody want to chime in. And again, remember, respect is the most important thing out of everything. It's one of the most important steps. Respect. Respect yourself, to love yourself, build yourself, and reach for anything. You can't reach the moon, at least be amongst the stars for real. Like, just do that. Don't let nobody set expectations for you. And definitely don't let nobody set no limitations for you. You learn to respect yourself and love yourself, you can respect any and everything that you plan on doing in life. With that being said, let me get up out of here. Always a pleasure again, and this is what we're going to keep doing. And again, shout outs to everybody that's been part of this growth and still being a part of this growth. We still got work to do, and we still going to do it. But yeah, let me get up out of here. Somebody owe me some damn tacos, too. Let me get up out of here and get my tacos. If y'all was new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to the replay game. Shout out to the Shadow Mafia and the Shadow Babies. Y'all know what it is, baby. For everybody that was in attendance tonight, you already know that love is love and it be reciprocated as such. I don't know how to be fake. All I can do is give you real. That's all I'm going to do is give you real topics and real bills. And yeah, definitely be back tomorrow for the cypher. We're going to definitely have a good one. Definitely got a few things I want to speak about because they got to get back to that as well. I'm going to be on everything. Every damn thing. Say it with me now, everybody. Everything. I'm going to be on everything when it comes to these talks. You're going to need them. Y'all stay safe. Keep that third eye open. And until the next live, we out of here. Peace and blessings.